I'm not doing this because I want to take long showers with you assholes.
Ain't you them kids that have been whacking off in the tool shed?
By a bunch of fargan ice holes like yourselves.
Yeah, well, listen, you ought to just stick the in the car with now and get in with us, but that's all right. We'll worry about that later.
Oh, my God. There's 100 morons in my basement.
It's you, Larry.
Lollygaggers. Diamond dogs have struck again.
Real pretty.
No, they could be a lot worse.
Why did you kiss my ear? Why are you holding my hand? Where's your other hand? Between two pillows. Those aren't pillows.
4 of us wolves running around the desert together in Las Vegas, looking for strippers and cocaine.
1, 2, 3, Benchwarmers!
Live from Scott's parents' basement, this is the Basement Benchwarmers podcast.
The Basement Benchwarmers podcast back for another week. We are going to try the show different tonight. Well, not different. From here on out.
We're going to talk about good stuff.
We're going to mute Tim's mic. So we're going to try segments. We're going to bring it up for the podcast itself when it goes out on all your podcasting platforms. So we're starting off each show with our intro and Good, Bad, and Ugly. We'll move to NFL, obviously, this week, and whatever else comes up, we'll break it in segments, take a break in between, and then move on. So we're going to start off how we start off every week.
How many sections are we going to do?
72.
Okay.
Wow. How many sports are there?
71.
And we
Birthdays, 72.
I can't wait for the pickleball one.
Still, the WNBA doesn't make the top 72.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. It's like an Angel Reese layup off the backboard, not going in.
No, but so seriously, I mean, are we going to like all wear pants on one of them or?
No, keep it pantsless.
Still pantsless?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, you guys wearing pants?
No.
No, none of us are. That's what I was saying.
So anyway, let's start off how we start off every week. How was your week, Ed?
Well, I mean, we had fun yesterday watching the games. That's the best day of football in the year.
Absolutely.
Super Bowl's overrated. You know, it's too much fluff and, you know, pageantry. But, you know, a dumpster boy just came in and he was telling me the deportations have begun.
Yeah.
Did you see that? Yeah. Millions of illegals at risk of getting sent away.
I have a question.
Yeah.
How does Dr. Phil fit in all this? Is he like an anti immigrant guy, or
I think he's just pro-American. Dr. Phil's like an American.
Right.
He is. He's living the dream.
Not a real doctor.
He's not.
No.
Oprah made him rich too.
Yes, she did.
Let him give me a prostate exam.
You get an illegal alien. You get an illegal. I don't know. Maybe that's what happened. I just made that up.
Nice.
No. Anyways, I was watching a bunch of these interview shows, and they all got the memo. You know, they gotta ask misleading questions after their overlords told them what to ask. You know. So watching the show, and it's always some soulless lady too asking the questions. You ever notice that?
Yeah.
Just like, oh my God, You just want to smack this lady if you met her in real life, you know? But every question, too, I notice on every show is like, we're a nation of immigrants, blah, 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 blah. We're a nation of immigrants, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I would stop her right there and I would go, you know, can you distinguish between a person that arrived through a port of entry, filled out paperwork, was properly vetted after a normal period of time, and, you know, then they pledge their undying allegiance to the greatest country that's ever established, you know, or her definition of an immigrant, which is a pregnant woman arrives in a trunk of a car, gets out in the Buc-ee's parking lot, you know, gives birth next to the jerky kiosk. Oh, they're Americans. It's like, those are two different things, lady. Just the news people are just so disingenuous, you know, when you hear these things. I really don't know anybody that hates immigrants. I really don't. Maybe I'm going to guess there's some.
Right.
But they just don't like people that came here illegally and getting all the benefits of this great country.
I mean, technically
without
we're
working
here illegally because we stole the land. So, I mean.
I don't remember it started as a country when we got here.
Exactly. It's a plot of land that, you know.
I watched a show on that today, too.
Did you?
They needed a community organizer to set it all up, so we did it for them.
I watched one on Oklahoma today. How that all got started. It's like, okay, that's crap land. Give it to the Indians.
Right.
And then they're like, God damn, that land's worth something. Yeah. Give it to the Americans. Yeah. Go get it, guys. Everybody got 160 acres. They separated out a huge chunk. First come, first serve, free.
Really?
Where they stuck the Indians.
You know how they got the Sooner nickname, right?
It's because they were running, the Oklahoma 89ers, right?
Yeah, because they ran out before the gunshot to claim the land.
Yeah.
So they were called the Sooners, yeah.
The one I saw was a lady rode on the front of the train because she was like, if I get all the way to the depot, these people, there's like 1,000 people on the train, they're going to get stuff. She dove off the train and survived, and then got her 160 acres,
and then proceeded to have like 67 kids.
Probably. America. Indians, get out.
Oh, go in. Okay.
Indians, get out of here. So, no, that was it. I had nothing. I was just rambling. Go ahead.
Who's next?
Timmy.
Oh, I get to be next.
Always good to follow behind Ed.
Actually, it wasn't too bad.
I was just rambling. I just want to use time.
So
I got all night.
Let's see. Miss Rebecca's birthday. Got my ass kicked in dart ball, which wasn't fun, and watch football. That's about it. Oh, went to Costco yesterday, which is fucking awesome.
I'm talking about the birth of the nation, and you're over here talking about Costco.
I'm talking about consumerism. I only needed one thing. I walked out with like $300 worth of stuff. Half of it's gone already.
I don't know how Costco works, because when I got home after the games last night, there was Costco on the counter. Kirkland brand stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't remember going there. That place is awesome.
You don't remember a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm. I'm drunk shopping.
Shit. I couldn't even imagine drug shopping there. Oh, fucking shanks. Yeah, I'll take those.
Can you imagine?
Lobsters. Right.
A Chase Lounge. Looks good. Let's get that thing.
Hey, I'm going to call you guys. How the fuck did I get a 72-inch TV?
Why do I have a food dehydrator and a Ninja processor in my house? I have no idea.
And a blow-up hot tub. What the hell?
Why do I have 122 storage containers for food? And they're all full.
And a label maker.
I didn't know they made beef Reno that big in a can.
Oh, my God. So true. That place is great, though.
244-ounce thing of Parmesan cheese.
But it's a good deal.
I just see Tim in there with a spoon.
What are you doing, Tim? Yeah. Well, the date's tomorrow. I'm not wasting this. This thing was $12.
I always turn down the samples in there. I'm like, no, thank you.
No.
Well, why not? Because I end up fucking buying shit. I already have enough stuff.
Oh, that tastes good.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, let me get 18 of those.
It's so true, too.
It is.
Well, now I got to buy a freezer. I don't have room for all this.
And then the last thing, you buy one of those $5 chickens or one of the $1.50 hot dog
I still
meals.
haven't had a glizzy from there now.
And it's like, I made my money back. Got that $1.50 hot dog.
Yeah, I've never had a hot dog from there either.
Oh, they're really good. It's like the all beef hot dog.
Is the pizza good there?
Yeah,
Pizza's
it's
good.
decent.
I've heard that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I've talked. Shotty's a connoisseur of hot dogs from there, and friend of the show, Shotty. And the chicken bake thing, is that any good? He said it's okay.
I saw people walking around with those
Very
yesterday.
good,
I'm like,
very good.
Oh, it is good. Okay.
Yeah.
I've never had
I was
that.
thinking about those too.
I usually get 2 hot dogs if I go there.
Yeah.
It's $3. You get 2 sodas with it, so it's like, I guess I'll give one to this unfortunate kid walking by, and they're always more than happy. Oh, really, sir? Thank you.
soda!
This creepy guy keeps giving me cups.
Now he's following us around the store, Mom.
Wait, now can I say, how do you feel? Can you, let me
Now all our listeners who are pedophiles are like, that's a great idea. Only $3, huh? $3, 2 cups.
You see the Costco manager. Where the fuck did all these white vans come from?
3 cups, 1 boy.
Jesus.
You want to see my dick?
How was your week, Willie?
That went off the rails quick.
Yeah.
Welcome to the basement.
Typical. I did make Rebecca's birthday and watched her come out of the bathroom after she threw up. She was upright.
Yeah. I went in the bathroom just to see it.
Did you?
Did you?
Yeah.
She puke all over?
Her sisters let me in.
Oh, yeah.
Is she like a loud puker or a soft puker?
She was just sitting on the ground, just kind of looking at the toilet.
Yeah.
It's not too dirty in Tavern on 6, but I still
No.
want to sit on the ground. Yeah, but it's pretty clean in there. I'll give him a 7 out of 10 maybe
Right,
for cleaning this, because no bar bathroom should be sat on.
And that's a girl who eats worms, right? In that picture?
That's her. Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, she eats worms, and she was throwing up from alcohol, which everybody loves.
Well, I was talking to her because I bought her a shot. It was like she wanted rum chata with peanut butter whiskey. So it was pretty good.
Yeah, it
sounds
good.
curdly.
They put a little salt on it to make it, like a salted peanut. Yeah.
I bet you it was salty.
Extra chatty.
And she was mixing too.
She was drinking. I get there. What do you want to drink? She goes, oh, whatever. So I got her a fig mule because they're my favorite from there.
Yeah.
And but she was drinking anything you gave her, so it was like she was
Damn
mixing.
it.
That's
Doing
probably
shots.
made her puke, was mixing stuff.
Right.
Where
Shots
were
of
those
tequila.
girls when we were younger?
Yeah.
I'll buy you a drink. Yes.
Right.
They'd always like throw shit at me and then
Right.
run,
The fuck is a espresso martini?
And that's how was those?
And you were right. I drove by. Swedes was closed.
Yeah. I didn't think of it. I should have told them earlier. I
Yeah.
figured it'd be closed. So.
Did you see their ice sculpture? They had a big like elk out in front there.
Oh, of Swedes?
yeah, it's pretty
Someone-
cool.
Did you hear about Tavern on 6? The Rustic Roads.
Yeah, theirs
Rustic
got
Roads.
smashed
Some
by.
dude smashed it just
It-
walking by.
Really?
Did you see the one in front of the boathouse was missing when I went there? But it was also I noticed it was a handicap parking sign. That's what it was in ice.
Too soon?
Too soon.
I was going to say, was it missing because Jack parked on it?
Friend of the show, Jack, he would do that.
No.
Yeah, no, his was missing too. So I made a
Because
few.
that happened
That
a
was my.
couple years ago at the coffee pot. Someone smashed theirs.
To me, it looked like in the picture it was like one of these punk college kids, like Carthage kids or something that
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
probably drunk.
Is the coffee pot still open?
I did
No.
see it burned down, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know if they started rebuilding.
Yeah, no. I did see I think the person came forward and is going to pay for damages to it, and
Because they said if you come
Yeah,
forward, we
they ain't
won't charge
cheap.
you.
no, so
Probably a couple $100,
yeah, because they pay for someone to do that. To put it
Yeah,
up front.
they it's art essentially.
Yeah. So
They were. You guys should take a walk down. There's cool. There's probably like 30 of them down
stick
there.
your tongue to all of them.
Every time I go by one, there's some kid rubbing against. Like they're gonna knock these down, man. There's kids touching them all.
Yeah.
2 Packer ones, not 1 Bear one.
Hmm.
I noticed. I don't know why Packers have anything to do with like what's that place? Not the Elks Club. What's
Champs?
that? No, what's that big building?
The Legion? Oh, the old Elks Club?
Yeah, whatever that one is. There was a big Packer one.
Stella's?
Stella. Yeah.
Stella.
Like, I don't know how the Packers fit into that.
No. Well,
Maybe they own stock.
yeah.
That would have been actually cooler. Packer stock one.
Yeah. That would have been a good one, huh?
Yeah. Anything else, Willie?
Played in the bags tournament.
I heard you took on a 2-time world champion.
I did.
Huh?
We did. Yeah.
Friend of the show.
Yeah. We He told me, he goes, I'm no good at this. I'm like, you should be. You play baseball during the summer. You know, you're not, recreating. You're traveling city to city and whatever.
Did he think you were Max Patkin?
He kept wanting to sit on my lap for some reason. I don't know what it was.
We were talking about Gavin Lux. We didn't bring his name up. I just want to make sure.
No, we probably shouldn't announce it on the show. He might be suspended from baseball.
He wasn't gambling on bags.
What was he gambling on?
No, nothing. nothing.
No.
They get out of that place alive.
Of Tim McCurchin calling us in 5 minutes. So I heard.
Mark Shots like, why are you ruining them?
All of a sudden, all the AI, Gavin Lux gambling. What the fuck?
Funny story. These guys on a podcast were talking.
Sure. Meanwhile, Otani's got a guy that's going to go to jail for him.
This obscure podcast that was number 587 on Yahoo's list jump up to number 3.
That's right.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, start garbage.
Made $3 million overnight.
Oh, God. We doing a show next week? Nope, guys, I moved.
Where?
Don't know. You'll never know.
What's this island Scott's on?
Why is it called Scott Island?
Aloha, bitches.
Got you, bitch. So yeah,
that's about it.
Third place.
So
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
Place.
Yeah.
And he asked you for a T-shirt, so we got to get him one.
Yeah. Got to get Gavin a T-shirt.
He said he wants to wear it for practice. Like when he's out taking, infield.
Not the you need a ride T-shirt. Needs a
basement Benchwarmers.
I was wearing that. Need a ride.
He's a friend of the show.
And, surprisingly, nobody asked me. So
yeah,
for
a ride.
Someone did ask me. I told you that story, right? Someone asked me about the Tickles, Tito's, and Tarp T-shirt. I said, unless you were there, you won't.
Yeah. Did you wore it out?
Yeah, I wore it to dart ball the way.
Oh, you did wear it. Yeah. I forgot.
How's your week?
Yeah, what'd you do this weekend, Scott?
Nothing special. Same old. Bowled, dart ball, and
I thought it was special.
Went to the dart. I helped out at the bags tournament.
He ran.
I ran the bracket.
He did. He
very
kept it going.
efficiently.
Kept it going.
And Jace kind of ran. Jace did the announcements. We ran it, announcing got it going. It was done pretty quick.
So you did a better job than Glenn last year.
No, I didn't erase the screen at least. I'm being honest. I'm not lying.
You erased the screen.
I'll tell you. Ask me the story later. It's a good one. It's a good one. Not good. Well, whatever.
And we've donated money toward raffles that none of us.
Yeah, we probably put $200 worth of raffle money in between like 5 of us or 4 of us. We didn't win a goddamn thing.
And there's some people just cleaned up.
The coach's girlfriend won about 10 things.
Not really.
It was crazy.
There should be a rule. If you win one, you shouldn't. If they.
Yeah, I mean, they spent the money, but
but
what's crazy is Patrick Mahomes didn't put any money in. He won 3 things.
They pay him.
Never mind.
So that's about it for my week. So let's go to good, bad, and the ugly. This week, let's start with who wants to start?
Willie.
Okay, Willie starts, and you pick what you want to start with.
Let's see. I'm going to. Let's start with good.
Oh, nice!
Oh, nice.
Yay!
So my good is the fact that Dan Snyder being tortured by the Commanders.
Yes,
isn't that great?
Fuck that dude.
What is that? Schadenfreude in German?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, everything has been written about this, and he is just not a happy camper about this whole situation.
Yeah, and did you hear too? At the last second, he tried to sabotage the deal, like to pull out of it, and the NFL's
giggity.
And the NFL's like,
that's what she said.
NFL's like, nope, you're out. The final hole.
Yeah, it's final hole. We're watching video golf.
TGF.
TGL.
Yeah, that is awesome. That article is awesome. That he is like.
Just
beside himself.
He is.
Right.
He's upset.
Good for him.
Yeah,
that guy's a piece of shit. Anyways,
he got like $6 billion, didn't he?
That's what he said. This guy got $6 billion. He's on his yacht in the middle of who knows where,
right?
And he's upset about what's the success.
You know what bothers me most about Schneider? It's not even like all the sexual harassment stuff, and I mean that's typical billionaire shit. They all do it. It seems the throwing Gruden under the bus. Wasn't even involved in his organization. to cover his ass to like, oh, look over there,
Right.
Type thing.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, and the NFL's gonna end up paying for that.
Yeah,
You know what I
they
mean?
should be.
Well, he got
You know what? Talking about Gruden, he looks like he's enjoying himself on Barstool.
Oh yeah, he does.
He looks like he's having a great time.
You look like a good guy to hang out with.
He was drinking Malort the other day.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, Big Cat's got to be hilarious to hang out with.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Big Cat's awesome. I can hang out with him because he's a Bear fan. We can just sit there and talk shit about the
He's
Bears together for
He's a
about.
Wisconsin fan too. He's like,
I think so. Yeah,
He's
yeah.
a Wisconsin fan.
Yeah.
Because he talked about like our NIL sucks. He's like,
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
All right.
So-
He's like, you would think you'd gather up all these offensive line and all the money they made, they could put money in, and like, nope.
It's like Wisconsin's fading off into oblivion right now. It just seems really
They're
bad.
not going to be the only school.
You're good.
My good is the Kansas City Chiefs going to the Super Bowl. For the fact that we're living through a dynasty, I think is pretty amazing. 7 straight and AFC Championship games, right? Have a chance to win 3 straight. Like, it's awesome to be in this part of history and not really like realizing it or appreciating it. I was driving away yesterday. It's like, man, it's kind of awesome. That in a day and age where like parity is king, especially in the NFL, that these guys have a chance to do something that's never been done.
Well, there's parity in the NFL except in the AFC Championship.
I mean,
it's been 2 teams for the last like 15 years.
Yeah, but the NFC East, there hasn't been a repeat champion in 20 years.
No, in the NFC, it's all over the
Right.
place.
So,
yeah,
I mean, model franchise, good owners, good coach. I mean, good GM, and they're not, like we've talked about it before. They're not afraid to take a chance at a player and then boot them out when they don't perform. So, good for them.
Mm-hmm.
And they're essentially like the Bears were the NFL. The Chiefs are essentially the Super Bowl era NFL. They
Right.
created the Super Bowl. They created the AFL, which and then turned into the Super Bowl.
Right. And I think that,
and that's not the only team they've owned. The Hunt families also started
Soccer.
MLS soccer.
Right.
They started the AFL.
Right.
They started like 3 other leagues too. Something with tennis too. Like
I think you're right.
The one of them's in Lamar Hunt's in the Tennis Hall of Fame, the Soccer Hall of Fame, and Football Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
So I mean, they've done a lot for sports, entertainment.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty impressive.
Yeah.
But the same thing with the Chiefs, don't they? Didn't they do part of a players poll? And they got. I remember
they were ranked really low.
The last,
Yeah,
I thought they were like last.
The stadium was ranked.
No, the players weren't
no,
fans of the
players.
whole ownership or anything.
Oh, really?
It was weird.
It's something to do like with the locker room.
That's why that's why it's weird. That's why it's funny. People think it's all about culture and all that. It's about having players and coaches, and that's it. You could have the worst owner in the world. It doesn't matter. And he's not looked upon that great.
No,
Clark
no.
Hunt.
Look
The
at very
dad
cheap.
was.
He's very cheap.
Look at Charlie Finley in the fucking baseball. Like,
Oh, yeah.
read about him with
Yeah.
the A's. And they
Yeah.
won 3 straight.
Yeah, and he was so it's but he's not terrible. I'm not saying Clark Hunt's a nut job or
Right.
anything.
Well, you're
but-
bringing it up, Grandpa, how he started that's where all the money came from, the
Mhm.
poker game and oil and all that. Yeah, I was looking him up today because, looking up doing some research for the show. He was like a ardent white supremacist. He was like possibly involved in the Kennedy assassination.
Right.
We'll
It's
find
like-
out.
Dude, it's crazy all this stuff. Like he was a bigamist. He had a wife and 4 kids in Tampa under a different name, and he had 15 kids in Kansas City. I mean, it just crazy.
What was his name
shit.
there?
It-
Hamar Lunt.
You gotta watch out when you say Clark Hunt. Every time I'm like Hunt.
You're talking about the dad, Lamar, right?
Yeah.
No,
Lamar
patriarch.
Hunt.
No, the
HL.
Oh, the big
The
dog.
patriarch, yeah.
But he was like, he was like an ardent white supremacist. Like, it's just like
Yeah.
these guys. I mean, yeah. So, like you said, there's a lot behind the scenes. We don't know what's going on, and everybody watches on TV, and you're like, wow, it's so great. Look at that. He's got the good-looking wife. There's glitter everywhere and shit falling, and
And
Daughter's
he's
hot.
got he's got
Yeah,
a
he's got
fucked up haircut. You see that part? It's almost above his ear.
Hey, it's not worse than what's his name from the Raiders?
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
I'm going to
that's
say
awesome.
something else. Go ahead, Ed. you're up.
Where were we here?
He didn't get it out.
We're on good.
Giggity.
Good.
Oh, I'm gonna stick with football here, and my good is Frankie Offsides Louvu.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Ring the bell for him.
Good old Frankie diving over the pile like 5 times in a row, taking out. I couldn't stop laughing.
Best part of the whole weekend.
Yeah,
it was close.
Right.
He's all tatted up and he's like sticking his tongue out.
He's laughing. He's like,
he's just,
He almost rimmed it out.
he's like the Keon Carter or Keon Coleman of defense. He's killing me. That's all I had.
my good is Nick Sirianni. Nick Sirianni is probably one of the most hated men in football. I mean, from the outside in, and this guy's going to his second Super Bowl in 3 years.
Yeah.
He's been in his playoffs every year of his coaching career. He's never mentioned the same sentence as a McVay or a Shanahan, guys that have been Super Bowl. I mean, Shanahan never won one.
Frenchie.
Sirianni hasn't won one either. But they've been to Super Bowls and they get talked about. Sirianni's going to his second one, different cast of characters. And he's done it twice now in 3 years. And I'm going to also give a shout out. I looking at it today, I think the Eagles are the best NFC team in the last 10 years.
The GM.
And they haven't won. You're talking divisions, but they won a Super Bowl in 17. They're now in 22, and now going to be back in 24. They can win they can win 2 Super Bowls, and nobody's been very efficient in the NFC winning anything
in 7 years, right?
Yeah,
same time.
Yeah, same time frame. So the Eagles start. I'm not the Eagles.
Right.
I mean, how many
the Chiefs started?
How many NFC teams have went back to back to the Super Bowl? I mean, got to go almost back with the Favre Packers. That's back in the 90s. I'm trying to think of one since then.
The 49ers, maybe.
I don't think they went back to back with Shanahan. You're talking?
Was it with the early 90s with the Cowboys?
Well, no, the Packers are 96,
97. That's the last one I can think of off the top of my head.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Howie Roseman.
There's probably one in there, so another one. But
and what Howie Roseman
maybe
does,
Seattle?
he mixes free agents. But what he does, his players are all interior linemen that he builds a team.
Oh yeah,
his defensive line and his offensive line are very, very, very good.
And number 69, Dick.
Yeah, Dickerson.
Yeah,
they went from Kelsey to Dickerson. Unfortunately, got hurt yesterday, but he's a very good center, and they just go from Kelsey to him.
Yeah.
It's great. It's just they have him ready to go.
They actually
Kelsey's a Hall of Famer.
They lost Hall of Famer Kelsey, and the line got better.
Yeah. And you get Barkley, which is a huge grab for them. I mean, that helped them a ton. Don't get me wrong, but you have to go get them if you want to. You have to do it. So they're just went and traded for AJ Brown a couple of years ago. People thought they were crazy. Does he have great games a game? Absolutely not. But he changes the offense.
Seattle in 2013.
I just said Seattle. Yeah. When you were looking, that was what
they could have won back to back too.
Yeah,
they should have won back to back.
So the NFC's got, like you said, parity. It's up and down every year, it seems.
But the Eagles, they made the playoffs in all 4 years. Last 4 years they've been in the playoffs. They lost to Tampa both times they lost.
Yeah,
that's the team they didn't beat. They lost to Tampa in his rookie season as a coach, and then they lost to them last year. It's hilarious.
So I know
not hilarious, but it's crazy.
I know we're going to talk about this more, I'm going to guess, but I mean, if you compare those teams head to head at every position, I mean, that Eagles team looks pretty good coming up. I mean, obviously quarterback not, but I mean, almost all the positions, the Eagles got better skill players at each position.
And the other half
had a lot of them.
And the other half of my good really brought up Howie Rosen. Yeah, he's the probably arguably the best GM in football. And you know what? Nobody likes him either. But Jeff Lurie is one of the best owners in football.
He is. He's very
because
he
underrated.
He gets guys, and I think he lets them go get away from me.
Yeah,
go do football.
Right.
I'm gonna sit in my box and look cool, and they put me on camera with Bradley Cooper.
Right.
Yeah,
that's what I want to do.
Everybody, I did this.
And my hot Asian wife.
Yeah. Wow. What? Nothing.
Willie, I'm on board with Timmy on this one.
Willie, you did good. So you bad or ugly? You want to do next?
I'm gonna do
because we'll talk more football, I'm sure.
Yeah.
In the next segment.
I'm gonna go with let's see here. I'm gonna go with bad. So the officiating and the need for electronic spotting that has been needed for years. There's been a chip in the football for the last 4 years. I don't know if you really.
They're testing it. They've been testing it.
It's been there for 4 years.
Yeah,
now.
they've been testing it. Yep.
So there's a question whether this $20 billion industry is any more genuine than the WWE.
Well, we saw it. I mean,
it's entertainment.
That was a bad spot. It ended up kind of deciding the game there. You know,
well,
it could be argued that.
Stop. I'm not saying to you stop, but stop being so fucking aggressive. Like, and stop going left. That's all I'm going to say.
The other part of the game too, that the other call that was really strange. I mean, people kind of are passing over was the catch, the ball thrown up on the first and it would have been a first down for the if they would have been incomplete, it would have been first down Chiefs to like the 25, which is a big difference because they still got to drive. But when you watch the replay, the Chief player has one hand on it, the Bills player has two hands on it. So
and the ball hit the ground.
Well, if you call it complete,
right.
Once you saw it complete and your knee hits the ground,
it can't change possession.
You can't pull the ball to the guy's hand.
Right. Exactly. or if it isn't, you don't know who's got the ball. It can't hit the ground then.
Yeah.
Because it's a change of possession.
Yeah. I think they should have called it incomplete. Obviously, the ball doesn't look like it moves, so I guess. But if the guy has two hands on it over him having, that's the thing. I kind of thought after the fact when I saw it again, I'm like, wow, that's weird.
Do you think there would have been as big of argument if they would have called it incomplete as compared to complete?
No.
Because there's a lot of arguments to be incomplete there.
I think it being incomplete doesn't really do anything, doesn't really freak out the Chiefs because they were getting a first down anyway. And they wouldn't have been, they might have been like, they might not even challenge it.
They wouldn't have.
They've been like, it's 1st and 5. You know, we're going to be first and 10 from the 20. So we'll take that. But if it would have been a third down play, if they wouldn't have called a penalty, then here's a problem. If there would have been a penalty on play, that was a third down play, I believe. They don't call a penalty there. That's a huge call then.
Mm-hmm.
But it was just weird to me of the catch, no catch thing.
How about this?
And I don't know.
How about they call that incomplete? If somebody throws the red flag, do they overturn that and say, oh, no, that's obviously a completion? There's no fucking way.
I think that's one of the cases of what's they're saying. They say there's different ways they word it. Friend of the show, my buddy Ted has taught me this from reffing. They have certain verbiage.
Right.
The call stands means they agree with it. The other way to say it is there is no. They'll say it when they say that. They just saying, well, we can't change the call because there's no
inconclusive.
Yeah, inclusive evidence. So you can't. That's
which is fine.
That's meaning they aren't really saying it was the right call,
right.
But we don't see anything to change it. Sorry,
which is fine.
Yeah,
but
he said the call stands on that play.
Right.
I think so. It's like okay, well, that's cool. So
I just see that means they're positive that was a catch, but like Scott said, there was a change of possession essentially in there. Yeah. The ball hit the ground.
Yeah,
it's like, man, if that went the other way, there's no way that gets overturned.
Okay.
With that confidence they had in that was a catch.
And the first down, obviously.
Yeah.
I thought he had the first down too. So, but whatever.
That was a good one, Willie.
Yeah. Tim, you're bad, right?
My bad. Yep. My bad is Anthony Davis and LeBron PED putting Rob Pelinka on blast about getting players at the trade deadline, especially AD, saying that we need a center. Bitch, you are a center. Like, and the best team on the court is when you play center and when you're playing defense. And and LeBron should never ever be a GM ever again. First of all, taking $50 million as a 40-year-old, take about half of that so you can add players. And the fact that Russell Westbrook didn't work out and you campaigned for him and then turned on him because he wasn't playing the way that you thought he would. So, yeah, fuck both those guys.
I can't
I
argue.
think you're
with
holding
that.
back on me, Tim.
Yeah, I can't argue with any of that.
Feel.
You're bad, Ed.
My bad is a friend of the show. Hop will love this one. Ichiro not being a unanimous Hall of Fame pick.
That should be the ugly.
I got good uglies. So some writer looked at like the 30 names on this sheet. Some of these guys are guys that you didn't even remember barely, and it's like, he goes, yeah, I just don't see it. Ichiro being in the top 10 of these guys. This is another example of why I despise Hall of Fame voters. I hate the Hall of Fame.
I don't think the same.
It's ridiculous.
The same people that write about the players day in and day out should be able to vote for them. It should, you know what I mean?
The guy's like cheering for him on the sideline, like, "Yeah, go! I'll be your friend." And then,
right?
It's stupid.
I'm sure it was like some sports writer that had a bad run in with him like 15 years ago, and it was probably like a misunderstanding because of the language barrier.
I was gonna say,
you know what I mean?
I don't believe that.
I'm not saying that's what happened.
These guys do this just to get a rise out of it because they do. It happens to everybody. Jeter, it happened to, and I don't think Jeter
was overrated.
And that's where I'm going to be at too. He was a great player and everything. Right. He was no Ichiro, not even close.
If Jeter would have been on not the Yankees, he might not be a Hall of Famer.
Right.
No, I mean he'd still be a Hall. He's 3,000.
He had one of the, but he might not have it with a different team.
Yeah, Nomar had better numbers than he did.
For a while,
his defensive metrics, Jeter's, are
awful.
absolutely horrible.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, he led the majors in errors the first 2 years he was in the
And
league.
his range was awful.
Yeah,
too,
yeah. He always that jump play. Well, everybody said that jump play he made would be a normal play for like Lindor or whatever. Just go over there, hey, whoop, or Adames. We'll get it and flip it over, no problem.
Yeah, right.
No, I think there's a bigger. I mean, I just the guy did it on purpose. Obviously, left him off on purpose.
I have more of a problem. I don't have a huge problem with that because whatever, it is what it is. He's still a Hall of Famer. I have a problem with the guys that are on the edge, like the Jack Morrises and guys like that
The
for
Kurt
years.
Schilling.
Yeah, that are just on the edge that guys aren't voting for. Those are the guys that bother me. That should be in that aren't.
Well, we brought it up.
Dwight Evans.
Yeah, they're like right on the edge.
How is Andrew Jones not in the Hall?
Sorry, why aren't they getting votes?
Andrew Jones isn't getting any votes.
Right.
Why aren't they getting votes?
We said who put up the thing with Schilling?
Or Andrew Jones from Curacao. That makes sense, right? Is he
CC
from Curacao?
Yeah, he's from Curacao. Yeah. So CC Sabathia had one really good year, and he had some great years, but one really good year with the Brewers that year. In like 18 games, he was really good.
Mm-hmm.
His WAR is less. It's not even close compared to Schilling's.
No.
Schilling had probably
Schilling had
like
more strikeouts and more.
Schilling had 7 years that were probably as good as
He had more
any of-
strikeouts. He has more strikeouts.
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah.
and less games.
Yeah.
Less innings, more strikeouts.
The only thing with the less starts and stuff, I will say that
and 3 World Series.
obviously he would still lead in strikeouts, but his other numbers could get hampered from those more starts too, though.
CC's?
Yeah. No,
CC had more starts.
that's what I'm saying. But if Schilling had the same amount of starts,
Yeah.
he would have still more strikeouts, but would he still have the same WAR and all that? That's because he would have. You know what I'm saying?
Schilling's got a weird career because he didn't really start pitching well until he was like 25.
Yeah, he had some saves though too. Like,
He was a prospect. He couldn't get a job. The Orioles. So the same thing that happened to Arrieta.
right.
They wouldn't let him throw. I think it was like cutters or it was one of the pitches they wouldn't let him throw. And Schilling ended up as a reliever. Arrieta wasn't doing well there.
Right.
They got rid of them both, like dumped them. They went on to Cy Young awards and no hitters and multiple World Series between them.
Right.
Because the Orioles were just a shit run organization. But Schilling's numbers blow away Sabathia's, and he didn't even get a sniff at the Hall of Fame.
Sabathia, he's a Hall of Famer, obviously, but he shouldn't be in a Hall of Fame for this. But like you brought up, the season with the Brewers was incredible.
Yeah, it was a great year.
I never seen a baseball one man carry a baseball team like that.
Arrieta did though with the Cubs.
Yeah, but they had Lieber. They had
more talent.
Yeah, and
I see what you're
Schilling
saying.
had Johnson. CC Sabathia was all they had.
Right.
And he won every start he had to get him to the playoffs that year.
Right.
And he pitched twice in that series, didn't he? So, and I don't think he should be in the Hall of Fame because of that, but it was incredible.
No,
being a Cubs fan going, are you fucking kidding me?
Well, that's
this can't be serious.
It's kind of the Schilling with the sock thing. There's a big story that was Sabathia's.
You have a sock too, right?
Yeah.
You got a lot of
My
socks.
sock's got blood on it too.
You should
It's not the only fluid on my sock.
You should get that checked out, Ed.
You got blood on your.
Oh my god!
So, who was that?
That was my Ichiro.
So
one.
it's my bad.
Oh, I didn't even finish.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I said
Kind of like not the socks, right?
I'm telling you that writer's a blatant racist. That's why he left them off of there.
Right, he might be.
If Elon Musk is a Nazi, then that guy hates Japanese hitters. I don't know.
He lived next to an internment camp in California.
He probably grew up next one. He's like, they're always stealing my shit out of the backyard. No, I don't. I can't see how somebody just didn't vote for him. It's impossible.
They did it on purpose because
They did it on purpose.
There's some of those writers that think that nobody should be anonymous.
That's exactly what it is.
Right.
This guy, I'm not gonna vote for any of the top guys just to make a point.
Right.
So I'm gonna vote for Carlos Perez instead.
I think all those should be. You should, if you're on that ballot, your name should show what you voted.
I agree.
Transparency.
The guy that didn't vote for Jeter hit, and he wouldn't tell anybody either, so they never
He's
knew
from
who did.
Boston.
Yeah, that's exactly what your point is,
Right?
Because he's from a different city, he hates him,
right?
Yeah,
but the media isn't swayed by anything. Anyway, stop, Ed.
The PBS guy.
He was an NPR fella.
Oh, good.
My bad is, and we'll talk about football, obviously, but my bad is the Commanders serving turnovers all day from the bakery. That's all I'm going to say. We'll talk about it later. Just
learned it from the
bad
Lions.
bad day at the office for a lot of guys on that team. So, Willie, you're ugly.
My ugly, I don't know if you guys saw this, but I mean, it's not terribly ugly, but Dan Hurley,
Now what?
you know,
The way he talks to referees,
that
very disgraceful.
just
Very disrespectful.
What do you do?
He's just an asshole to him.
he is. He was yelling at the one referee. He goes, "Don't turn your back on me. I'm the best damn fucking coach in this sport." He likes himself.
It's been going on since day like the what's the
I would have been like, toot T, you're out of here. So let's see our assistant coaches.
Get out of here.
The second best coach.
Right. It was the Maui Classic. Like he got rung up
Or he's
2 days in a row.
where he's jumping around.
And they got beat. They got upset both
Right.
days, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And then he just went off.
Coach better.
He's like, you can't make that call at that time of the game. It was like the call was made with like 10 seconds left or something
Right.
like that.
Yep.
Blatant call. I mean, it would have been.
Did he have a first down?
No.
Ooh.
They couldn't review it either.
Boo. I feel bad because I feel bad for both. I will talk about that. I got Tim. I'm sorry. Go ahead. All right.
Sorry.
Dan Hurley.
Yeah.
So-
That is good.
So yeah, I mean, and then the other thing is, I watched a news or a conference or right after the game there, and he's blaming television. Well, if they would get me off, TV, because 90% of it is on me. That goes to television.
Can act like an idiot.
How about be better? Yeah, exactly. Be better.
Right?
You know what I mean?
So
Like,
is he this generation's Bobby Knight?
No.
Bobby Knight was way meaner.
I don't know.
Bobby Knight was more. Bobby Knight was probably worse to his players.
Yeah, and he shot a guy too.
yeah, you know what though, too? Like he's kind of cut from that vein, like that
Yeah.
kind of coaching.
His old man.
But just the ego
Yeah,
when you
yeah.
start hearing
Yeah,
this.
yeah. I mean, I'm watching him after the Maui class. I'm like, the fuck, man. Like,
This isn't the first time this has come up either.
right? No, it's not. I mean, it happened opening weekend, and like, so these refs are going to be like looking out for you. For like, all you got to say is what it's going to be short whistle. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
I'm you know what? I'm sticking with it. He's this generation's Bobby Knight. He's won his championships.
I'm going Bob Huggins.
Everybody loves him right now.
Huggy Bear is awesome, man.
And he's gonna
fucking great.
He's gonna get run out of where are they in Connecticut?
Stores,
Connecticut.
Yeah.
And he'll get run out of there in a few years because
wishing he would have took the Laker job.
I lived in Bloomington, Indiana when Knight was still there. And and I went down there. I didn't know anything. I'm like, oh, is Bobby Knight hanging out here? Fuck that guy. They hated him down there in town. This guy's like a legend.
Yeah, I
but
didn't treat him
nobody
very
liked
well.
him.
What the hell were you doing in Bloomington?
Painting apartment buildings.
Is that how you got your start?
No, I was down there though. We were working.
Okay.
I was riding bikes with the Italianos. You don't even know what that is either.
I don't.
Breaking away.
Breaking away.
Nice.
Great movie.
The Cutters.
The Cutters.
Scusi, babidi boopy. Che cosa? Babidi boopy. Babidi boopity babidi babidi.
Yeah, we went down to the rock cutting area where all the Cutters were.
Nice.
Yeah, pretty cool.
My ugly is the NFL's continuous dysfunctionality. Hold my beer moments of the Jaguars and the Cowboys.
Oh, jeez.
So we told you the story of what happened with the Jaguars and stuff yesterday, but the whole thing with the Cowboys, like denying what's his name the chance to interview with the Bears and then not signing him, like 2 dick moves, and then promoting with it. Like, why don't you just do that?
They should have kept McCarthy probably at this point.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Right.
I'm not going to downplay Schottenheimer because he's been in the NFL a long time. He's
Right.
not going to. I don't think he's going to be terrible.
himself, right.
I think him and Dak Prescott have a relationship, and I think that's their thing.
Right.
And the Eberflus thing, but this is another one of those hold my beer moments. He was going to get a job, but they didn't do the Rooney Rule on it, so they're holding off on his job right now. Eberflus didn't get it yet, so it's just like not knowing what you're supposed to do and how you're supposed to do it, and go through. I get agree or disagree with the Rooney Rule and all that. It's the proper channels to hire a guy,
Right. And it's not like he's a first time owner or anything. Like,
no,
he's been there for 30 fucking years.
Yeah.
Like,
He's sitting there. I'm Jerry fucking Jones. I say, no Nobody does that to me.
And you were in the room when they vote on these rules.
Yes, right. And you probably endorsed the Rudy
You probably
rule.
said, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So I don't know.
Right.
Yeah. But I agree. It's and yeah, that
Yeah, it just keeps going. Like, hold my beer.
yeah. Go ahead.
This is not a sports one, my ugly.
Oh boy.
You guys see this? Britain's Labour Party. They blocked legislation that would have prevented marriages between first cousins. So the Labour Party comes out and goes, "Oh no. We still want marriages between first cousins." But it's because it's a big problem in a certain British demographic.
Is that where the Brad teeth come from?
Nah, no, not them. But there's a demographic that's moved there in the last, 15 years.
The Haitians.
No.
Oh.
These are guys, let's see.
The Kentuckians?
Without giving away, because we can't say it.
Virginians?
They always yell about Hawaiian snack bars that have 72 virgins working there.
Oh.
So
the Middle Easterns? I can say that. You brought it up.
Right.
So they have an extreme problem with.
They have more sheets than most other people do
Yeah.
at their houses. Would that be a good way to say it?
Yeah. So I
just said Middle Eastern. Jesus Christ, Willie.
But what a surprise, the country that worships an inbred royal family is against, this legislation. If you think about it, aren't those the people that get a cut?
Hold my Guinness.
Yeah, they get a cut on their hand. They can't stop the bleeding. Oh, I'm gonna bleed out. Yeah, that was from inbreeding too. Maybe that's the reason they quit trying to control the United States and gave up way back in 1812. Our guys were like, we should make a law against cousin fucking. And the British were like, we're out of here, wankers.
Now that CF
You
around
twats.
here.
You twats, we're leaving.
Now that CFing around here.
Twats.
What is it? How do you? I don't care how good a talker you are. It's like, that guy's a very great orator. How good an orator would you have to be? Like, my distinguished opponent over there across the hallway wants to stop cousin fucking. Cousin fucking's huge. It's like, you and I all know
that impression was hinging on the rooster again. Just so you know.
You don't sound like you're from London.
Do the London one then.
I just did it.
No, do it with the cousin fucking part.
Sound like you fuck your cousin.
Now you got to do the music.
That was Edge Jeopardy. It's been a while.
Yeah, jeez.
I was watching this the other day. Oh, we were watching it at the cabin.
Yeah.
It's not at the cabin.
Oh, yeah.
Benny Hills is
awesome.
Right.
We didn't have to turn the sound on.
Yeah. My ugly is, I guess the theme is hold my beer, is Jimmy Butler going, Antonio Brown, hold my fucking beer. It's my turn. Jimmy Butler is off the rails now. I mean, I get it. He missed the plane to play a series. They get back home. The team says, you're going to be benched for, what was the guy's name? The guy he's being benched for is even better.
It's like Hayward
Highsmith or whatever.
Hayward Highsmith.
Yeah. Hayward Highsmith. Who the hell is he? I don't even know who this guy is.
Like a
Jimmy Butler's like, who is this guy?
Right.
And he goes, I'm out of here. I mean, you are just you're hinging on being untradeable a little bit. I mean, obviously someone's going to take him.
I want to be traded, but I want to make it so I'm untradeable.
Yeah,
he's entering Latrell Sprewell territory.
How about?
I think
Does
he's
he have
worse.
A yacht? Huh? Do you have a yacht?
Yeah, Sprewell fucking choked his coach.
Yeah, but that's bad. Yeah, good call. PJ.
Was that
good old PJ?
Carlissimo?
Yeah, good old PJ.
Should have stayed. I could see him getting under his skin.
Should have stayed at college.
Yeah, he should have.
PJ the DJ.
Danny Hurley wanted that Lakers job.
Yeah. So that's our first
segment.
Oh, yeah. We did good, bad, ugly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I've got a disgraceful.
Do you?
The Philadelphia mayor who couldn't spell Eagles.
Yes.
Did you see it? She's like, go ELGSES. And everybody's like, what the fuck did that spell?
Packing up by name.
You can't figure out why these California cities are burning down. Who's running these cities? I mean, it wasn't like it was just an accident. She was just yelling out letters.
Yeah, and she was all in on it too.
looks like voting for needs or voting for wants instead of voting for needs is coming back to haunt some of these people.
Yeah.
Oh, we want this stuff. We're going to vote for her. She said she'd give it to us. She can't spell fucking Eagles. Seriously. Don't worry. Our town won't burn down.
When you mess with the sport, that might lose her an election because you couldn't spell Eagles. That could mess it up. Remember,
know,
Lori Lightfoot told the Bears about the
Oh!
stadium, said, why don't you guys worry about winning football games? You're out of here.
Yeah. Remember the last bad Philadelphia mayor? They broke that bell.
Yeah. Oh.
It was under his watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. I'm just
Elton John, Philadelphia Freedom.
Philadelphia Freedom.
You sound
like you're from London.
Come on, do it.
Nope.
Hey. Man, right?
Hey.
You're listening to the Basement Benchwarmers podcast. Check us out on Facebook at Basement Benchwarmers, also on Instagram at Basement Benchwarmers, and on Twitter at Base Benchwarmers, and our email is basementbenchwarmers@gmail.com. Gmail.com.
doing it because I want to take long showers with you assholes.
Ain't you them kids that have been whacking off in my tool shed?
By a bunch of friggin' ice holes like yourself.
I'm not doing it because I want to take long showers with you assholes.
Ain't you them kids that have been whacking off in my tool shed?
By a bunch of friggin' ice holes like yourself.
Yeah, well, listen, you ought to ditch the geeks in the car with now and get in with us, but that's all right. We'll worry about that later.
Oh my God. There's 100 morons in my basement. It's you, Larry. Lollygaggers. Diamond dogs have struck again.
No, they could be a lot worse. Why did you kiss my ear? Why are you holding my hand? Where's your other hand? Between two pillows. Those aren't pillows.
4 of us wolves running around the desert together in Las Vegas, looking for strippers and cocaine.
1, 2, 3. Benchwarmers!
Live from Scott's parents' basement, this is the Basement Benchwarmers podcast.
Now we're going to talk about a little bit about NFL and beer of the week in this part of the show tonight. Wow.
I don't know if I'd like this segment part.
Yeah, we should have done all that cocaine.
So let's start out with, we'll do the beer of the week first. Willie brought one for us tonight. Let's go there.
I like beer cause it is good. I drink beer because I should. If there was a song to sing, I sing it and beer you bring. I drink beer when I am sad, cause the beer, it makes me glad. Now there's nothing left to say, so let's go drink beer. Beer is good! Beer is good! Beer is good!
And non-alcoholic beer is also good. So I brought in, it's called the Sunshine State Tropical IPA. So,
somebody wind Willie back up.
So it's celebrated for its bold tropical flavors, featuring juicy mango, ripe peach notes, complemented by floral, fruity aroma from Brew Run and Zamba hops. This beer was recognized with a silver medal at the 2023 Best of Craft Beer Awards. So, what do you guys think?
Pretty good. I like it.
It's got an iguana on it. Mine is sticky.
It's good.
It's good flavor, yeah.
I like it, yeah.
I do like it.
Hey, who was the Major League Baseball player that used to eat iguanas?
Eat them?
Yeah. There was a big scandal about it.
Why? You're not supposed to eat them?
Probably Ichiro.
No.
All right, let's just do it at the table. Raise your hand if you've ever eaten an iguana.
I'm not surprised.
I have. Bamboo chicken.
Is that what you call it, bamboo chicken?
Chicken of the trees.
Yep.
Was it good?
That's all right.
Would you eat it again?
Yeah, sure. A lot of bones.
No thanks.
A lot of rib bones.
Like squirrel?
Yeah, it's more like squirrel. It's darker. It's like got a lot of rib bones.
Yeah.
It was all right. I mean, the tail's good. And the back legs. It's all right. Better than this beer. No, I like the beer.
So thanks, Willie, for the beer of the week.
Yeah, where'd you find this?
At Mariano's.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
But I have 2 more.
Somebody can afford groceries still.
Right. How much were the eggs there? Like $27.50?
I didn't even look. I have to check it out.
He got quail eggs.
Okay, raise your hand if you've ever had quail eggs.
I've had quail eggs.
They had them at Costco yesterday.
They did. I saw them.
Yeah, they're pretty. I don't know they're hard to cook.
They're for they put them on like weird dishes, like a burger, like weird like tartars and stuff they do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quail eggs go on tartars.
Well, they can only probably cook for like 3 minutes.
Oh yeah.
I when I was in Panama, I was going through a grocery store. It's like quail eggs. Okay. It's like $1.
I think like that big.
They're tiny.
Yeah.
I just
They're
cooked
smaller than a Cadbury egg.
Yeah, they're tiny.
They look like the old chocolate ovals, right?
I didn't know what to do with them, so I hard boiled them all.
That's
I was like those little chocolates with the Rice Krispies in them.
Fooled you guys. There is alcohol in here.
What?
You guys are going, no. I'm kidding.
So let's talk about the NFL. This week, the champion was decided. The Chiefs won, so it's over.
Was it?
Yeah, the refs and the Chiefs.
Oh, come on.
No, the Chiefs win this weekend. They beat the Buffalo Bills and the Eagles. Put up a half a hondo on the Washington Commanders in the NFC Championship game. So a matchup on the 9th of February will be the Eagles versus the Chiefs, a rematch of 2 years ago, actually, correct? Yes. As we were talking, if you were the earlier segment, 7th year in a row, AFC Championship. They've only missed out twice of those 7. It was they lost to the Patriots and Tom Brady and Joe Burrow and the Bengals. And the Eagles have been there 2 out of the last 3 years now. So, very interesting. So, we won't be doing our picks tonight, but we'll talk about what you guys saw in the game, liked about them.
I liked the Matthew McConaughey commercial. That's what I liked.
Best part of the whole day.
The Bears
and Luva, the linebacker. Luva was pretty cool.
Yeah, thinking about that situation there, and they kind of warned the Reds or the Commanders that, hey, if this keeps going, we can award. What would that do to the bookies and all the games
and fantasy and everything?
Who gets the touchdown? I wonder what's a rule. We sure looked it up. I wonder if the quarterback gets it.
The kicker, I thought.
The kicker gets the touchdown? That'd be awesome.
It would be awesome, wouldn't it?
Kicker scores a touchdown plus 50,000.
Right guard.
Automatic win. Go to the finals.
It's like, and Luva's over there going, yes.
I saw a meme that was pretty hilarious. It was the equivalent when the ref said it of your mom saying, shut your mouth, kids, or I'm turning this car around. It was the equivalent. That's what it was. It really was.
Stop touching me. Stop touching me. Stop touching
so
me.
maybe if you're listening, you probably know what happened. But if you don't know what happened, the Redskins kept jumping off the sides of the 1 yard line. It was pretty much touching the goal line by the time it was over, and they threatened to give a touchdown away for free. Which Gene Steratore said it. I think it was Gene Steratore on that broadcast. Right before he explained the rule, they could give a touchdown if they really wanted to, and he came out and said it. And
he's like, you fuckers get in line.
Well, so they can keep people from making a mockery out of the game if you just want to keep offsides.
Well, I think the Eagles would have been fine with that because the clock kept starting.
Yeah.
So the Eagles were probably like, cool.
We'll burned a minute off.
You kept burning off. I bet they burnt 2.5 minutes off during that segment, right, Tim?
No.
The clock kept running.
No, it kept stopping.
It stopped.
I thought you said it started up again when they wound it again.
Time.
Yeah.
But I
don't remember.
It shouldn't start.
Right.
I think you said it was running. I was
no. The one time it was running for some reason, but then he just kept jumping offside. And
someone caught it.
It was awesome.
Mm.
I had the giggles so bad I almost got a stitch.
It was, like I said, that was the best part of the whole weekend for the games.
Yeah.
That actually might have been the best part of the whole playoff process.
Yeah.
Games, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Timmy's the only guy that picked the Chiefs to win.
Was that really?
Yeah.
Yeah, we all picked the Bills.
Huh.
We all said this is going to be the year they finally don't win.
Yeah.
No.
I want to keep picking the Chiefs.
How many people picked the Redskins or Commanders? Sorry.
Timmy and Willie both picked the Commanders.
Okay. We were going to talk about this. The turnovers actually killed them. They were just bad turnovers, and
they look so good that opening drive too. Like,
and the biggest thing about the turnovers, the Eagles shoved it on a throat every time they got a turnover.
Oh yeah.
They did not like end up having a punt or kick. I think they scored touchdowns on all those turnovers, right? It was 21 off turnovers. Or,
didn't they score touchdowns every time they had the ball?
Yeah,
pretty much.
They kicked one field goal, I think. And he missed a field goal or extra point.
Did the Eagles punt?
There was two or three punts the whole game. The other one was the fake punt didn't count, obviously.
Right.
I think the Eagles punted early in the third quarter. Like the first drive, both teams punt? It was weird.
And that game was close in the third quarter. It actually was within a score.
They were down by 15 because remember they scored right for halftime.
Yeah, right before half.
13 it was, or 14 or 15.
Yeah, you're right. It was right before half. They were real close.
Yeah, but still, I mean, it was a game. A score puts you right back, and they couldn't get. They never got within one score after halftime. It was weird. It was just one of those games.
Yeah. What's the name of the Giants owner?
Mara.
I wonder how he's feeling.
Yeah. Well,
losing a lot of sleep.
As long as he doesn't go to Philadelphia.
Yeah. Well, Philadelphia will probably love him. They'll be like, "Oh, thanks." I'll probably buy him dinner. Jalen Hurts played really well in that game. I kind of thought but he had a really, really good game.
I'm glad you could say that today after yesterday you were calling out his name in vain.
Yeah, I was. Not because I didn't like him, just because it was
fantasy
problems. But yeah, it was well, still one.
You were very angry, Elf, yesterday.
Yeah, happens, man.
Of course.
And I debated taking him, but I didn't know about his knee.
Right.
That's the only problem.
Before the second game, Matt Collins is probably going to get a bunch of catches.
Get a touchdown. Fuck you, Matt Collins. Barefoot motherfucker.
You know what is funny? The site we use for our other league, if for some reason the scores came up from last week too, everybody got to points from last week too. I had the most points with my team,
with your team
from last week. So every player had made it to the next game. It was insane. I had like 115 points. I'm like, why did it did? I think it did it on purpose to like really mess with me. It's like, oh, let's fuck with them today.
Show them the scores.
So the Eagles win. They will be advancing to the Super Bowl, and then the Chiefs.
The who?
What can you say about the Chiefs?
The Chefs.
What'd you say about the Chiefs before, Tim? What'd you say about them before?
Dynasty? Keep picking them until they lose, or
yeah, I mean,
ain't happening anytime soon at the rate they're going. If they ever get good players, they're going to be
just
unbeatable.
Just think if they had an alpha wide receiver, like how good they'd be,
or a running back that hasn't kicked somebody in the face,
or hadn't gotten in trouble in college.
And where did he?
Not you, Pacheco.
Yeah.
Who's? Oh no, James Cook disappeared for a while.
Yeah, it was weird in that game. I was talking today with somebody about that. There was like all of a sudden he just disappeared for like 5-10 minutes in like a
yeah.
Kept running
in an important error,
and they kept running Ty Johnson, which I like Ty Johnson. I like Ray Davis better than Ty Johnson personally.
Yeah,
but I don't know.
Davis is bigger, right? Johnson's Johnson's a little guy.
Yeah, I think Davis is not, but he's more. I think he's a little stockier, Maurice Jones-Drew type guy.
Right.
I don't know.
And Cook can block. Yeah, what does Buffalo need to go from here? You know what I mean? Like,
and it's sad. There's going to be teams like them that might disappear here.
No, they're still
that never. They'll never get the Super Bowl. And in 10 years from now, we're going to be going, man. Remember that Buffalo team? People are going, whoop, what team?
Right. He's kind of turning into like Matt Stafford, like wondering like if he's not what
I said that yesterday. You guys laughed at me.
Yeah.
I don't remember you saying it, so I didn't laugh.
I don't remember him
You
saying
said
that
he's
either.
never going to be Stafford. Stafford's good.
No, we were talking about something totally different when you said that.
I don't
It was
know.
totally different. We were talking about Hall of Famers. We were talking about.
I thought Stafford. I said it was going to be Josh Allen. I thought
we were talking about a quarterback that wasn't as good, and I said no, Stafford's way better than he is. Andrew Luck. We were talking about
Luck.
Yeah, it could have been Luck. You're right. Yeah.
But like
Stafford, this guy trying to make us look like idiots.
Right.
You idiots. You liars.
And what
hey, CNN, relax over there.
I know I was talking about him.
You were.
It was a different guy.
NPR, calm down.
Shit.
My meaning is like a guy that can't win with that franchise or that team.
Yeah.
He's got to go somewhere else to win a title.
Well, I guess they had that list today to make the list to make people, Josh Allen, Buffalo fans feel, Josh Allen fans feel better. Like you say, maybe it's gone.
Right.
But they had a list of guys that didn't win, like Jordan didn't win his first championship was 8th or 9th year. Stafford obviously had a move to do, but he did it later in his career. There was like 7-8 guys.
Right.
And Josh Allen will be his 9th year, 8th year next year.
Right.
Drew
Brees, how long?
Drew Brees, 9th, I think, 9th year, 5th, 10th year for him.
Right.
So I mean, it just, you don't get this.
It just tells you how hard it is to like make those.
It's just hard because like Drew Brees didn't have he only played in 2 NFC championship games.
Right.
Won one, lost one. So it wasn't like he played in Josh. And the thing about it, Josh Allen plays really well in these games.
Right.
He doesn't play terrible.
Right.
No, he plays almost better than his opponents half the time.
Right.
It's crazy.
Aaron Rodgers only won one Super Bowl. I mean,
yeah,
Aaron Rodgers and Lamar. Well, Lamar Jackson's another one.
Right.
He's gonna have maybe 3 MVPs here and not even sniffing the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but who's on
a good team,
right? But I think Josh Allen's played better than Lamar has. You know what I mean? Like when I think of those two, like I think more it's like the short. Every time Lamar had 3 turnovers his last game, right?
2 for sure. The fumble.
I mean, Josh Allen's had games where not in the playoffs.
That's the key.
Playoffs.
The playoffs. He is probably one of the best playoff players that hasn't won anything.
Right
at this point. I mean, you can go through time frame guys that are good too, but He's got crazy numbers.
He tunes it up in the
What
playoffs.
was it, like 20-1?
It was 22-1.
22-1. 22 total touchdowns and 1 turnover. And he didn't turn the ball over yesterday at all, did he?
No.
I mean, he could have. He should have one time. But so he added
and he
two more touchdowns.
Two more touchdowns.
So 24-1 in playoffs. And he threw a ball at the end off his back foot, running for his life. It should have been caught.
Should have been caught.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I there's other plays in the game that could be different. Obviously,
I don't blame Allen for that loss at all. I blame the play calling and the over aggressiveness, like going for too early.
Going for two. I agree with that because they got penalties. Were at the 1, and you did make those onside kicks all the time. Onside kicks. I'm sorry, those quarterback sneaks all year. You made those.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't disagree with that. I mean, because even if they kick them both, they still lose. I mean, if you do points, the game is different though.
Right.
At times you do different things too. I don't know. So,
Willie, what do you think?
Because I mean, who knows?
Willie, what do you think? Didn't the Bills do enough to win that game?
No, they didn't. No, I just sent that thing.
Yeah, he just sent something over to us. It says, the pass to Worthy that hit the ground, the delay of game at the 2-minute warning, which we all caught right away. We're like, whatever. Kelsey taunting Hamlin, which I don't remember that one.
Yeah, it was after when he
didn't get a penalty.
No, the lineman got a penalty for that. Phillips did.
Did he?
Oh,
he smashed him in the head after that. And he got a penalty. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Multiple holds on a punt return by Kansas City. And then a 4th down conversion where the ref said he got it, and then they switched it and moved it back a foot. And all plays went Kansas City's way. Those 5 plays.
Yeah.
And those are all pretty late in the game.
How about this? In 2 years, Josh Allen's in Detroit.
I don't know. Goff's been great, though.
But Goff's getting to the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Josh Allen would be.
Oh, I know what happens. You guys trade him to the Rams to replace Stafford for 4 first-round picks, and then you trade one of those picks to get Josh Allen. Or
trade them all for Josh Allen. Just turn around.
And it goes to be said too, like how important home field advantage is too.
I agree. I agree. I mean, home field is a huge deal, and KC always hasn't. They played one on the road. They had to go to Buffalo the 1 year and win, right? Oh no, it was in divisional. I think didn't they end up winning, and then Baltimore lost. So they had the home game. Then it was last year.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
So they fell into the home game at home, and I've been to KC. We've been there, and even for a Bears game, the Bears sucked, but still the crowd gets into it. It's a loud crowd, and it's intense. I mean, it's a fun place to go. It really was.
they sell out. They're like the Packers, aren't they? Where they've been sold out for 30 years or something.
Yeah. I love those Midwest teams.
Yeah, well, there's nothing better to do. I mean, that's your whole life.
Indy's the same way,
Indy sells out too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they sell out, but the people still don't show up when they're not good.
Yeah, Indy's. There were a lot of open seats.
I mean, all of them. Green Bay, KC, they sell out, but
seats.
I've been to games. I went to one game in Green Bay one time. It was opening day of the season, and there was nobody there.
Yeah, but they're sold
because they thought they're going to suck.
But they sold all their tickets 16 months or 16 years.
You're not getting season tickets out of it.
The Charger game we went to last year, that nice game, that wasn't a sellout. They were still open. I remember seeing open.
Oh yeah, and the weather was nice too.
Right, and they didn't make. I think they were like out of the playoffs at that point, right?
I think they had a couple wins, and then Keenan Allen must have been on a take. And
right.
Remember that?
And Everett.
We're like, what the hell?
Wait, you hit him in the hand.
And the Bears were like, let's sign them.
Yeah.
Let's bring him in to beat the Packers. Wait a second.
He drops the ball against the Packers.
He's amazed by the green and gold.
He threw the ball a lot better in L.A.
Yeah, no shit.
So I got a story, like an insider story.
Oh yeah,
you want to hear it?
Yeah.
So a guy I work with, he has a buddy who cuts hair in some suburb of Chicago. He cuts Matt Eberflus's hair. Matt Eberflus went into his establishment right after he got fired. And the conversation was that, what happened? Blah. And the guy asked him, like, what went on? And he said, basically that, he goes, I get it. I wish the best for them. It just didn't work out. I have no problem with it. But he said, sometimes he said, it was weird because, like, I would get a text or whatever from Ryan Poles for some kind of meeting, and then I would ghosted about everything else about it or something. So it was weird. So I don't know if they were like there was internal with Poles and him, because Poles and him weren't picked together.
No,
obviously. So it was one of those. So maybe that led to whatever, and I don't know, but yeah, that's what he said. I mean, that was the only thing he was saying. Everything else he said, the guy pretty much said he was fine with it. He liked Chicago. He liked everything about it. He was fine with it. Game of head coaching job. That's the one thing a lot of people don't get, but
it's the hardest job in the world to have.
It is. It really is. It's a tough job. And the other thing that I was going to bring up. Oh, I didn't know this. You guys, maybe one of you knew this, but the Cowboy thing with Eberflus, I didn't know he coached there. He was linebackers coach years ago there. Yeah. Yeah. He must have been under Rod Marinello, maybe. Because then he went to Indy, forgot that job for a couple of years under Frank Reich, and then he ended up in Chicago.
Hey, whose tree is Sirianni under? Like
Sirianni was from Indy.
Okay.
He was the OC under Frank Reich.
Good.
So I don't know if he was part with Frank Reich. Frank Reich was the OC where before that? Wasn't he the Buffalo OC?
I think so.
Might have been.
For a minute. But it wasn't under the guy now.
Right.
But yeah, but Frank Reich, I think.
And Frank Reich's not coaching anywhere, right?
No, I don't think. Oh, wasn't he the OC for somebody? Maybe not. Another guy has a pretty good mind, but just didn't work out for him. I mean, plus in Indy when he was there, he didn't have. They were decent.
No,
they weren't
terrible.
They were in between, and
Ballard's another GM too. That's
their owner's batshit crazy.
Oh,
he's not a bad owner. He's just batshit crazy.
Oh
yeah, it's different.
Yeah.
So Sirianni started off with Mount Union.
Oh yeah.
Oh nice.
Yeah, he was Mount
Then
Union.
Chiefs quality control. Then an assistant quarterbacks with the Chiefs. Then quality control with the who knows whatever. That's all the same. And then a wide receivers for the Chiefs. Then went to the Chargers quality control. Came back to the Chargers as quarterbacks and wide receivers over a few years, and then Indy offensive.
Who's the coach for Chargers?
What year was the Chargers?
2014 through 17.
It was before Staley. Then it was right before Staley. Whoever the coach was then,
I can't even remember.
Yeah, because
but he's a wide receiver, quarterbacks and wide receivers.
I wonder if
there.
Reich was the OC in for the Chargers and brought him with the Colts.
Right.
Well, let me
see who was the coaching staff in 2017. Who was the coaching staff for the Chargers? For some of these, the guys are connected all the time somehow.
Oh yeah,
like
absolutely.
with Ben Johnson, he brings a couple guys with him. He brings whoever he wants to bring with. It keeps you comfortable too.
Right.
You know each other. You can work together.
Right.
That's a huge deal.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think I would bring if I was moving to a new company, bring as many guys with me that I know what they do, and pick the guys I want.
Right.
Dennis Allen's for sure coming for DC.
Yeah. They got which is a good. I think that's a good sign for them.
I think so.
I think that's the right. He's proven.
Right.
He coaches defense and he'll get the most out of guys. And I think Al Harris we were talking about that yesterday.
It's a great hire.
I think Al Harris is a very good pickup. He's already got Tyree Stevenson doing things. I don't know if you heard that, Willie.
Yeah, I did.
He signed up with some agency to go to work out and told him he wants to make him the best cornerback in football. And Tyree Stevenson, I'm in.
Yeah.
And if he can be the best, he got Jalen Johnson ain't too bad across from him right now. So I mean,
the Chargers head coach was Anthony Lynn.
Oh yeah, Anthony Lynn.
That's right.
That was the coach when they had the shot. Justin Herbert.
Yeah.
Right, Justin Herbert was there. He was
he got a raw deal too.
Everybody's like
Lions.
Campbell
Candom is the offensive coordinator.
I think he got fired. I think part of the being fired from the Chargers was that. Remember, Tyrod Taylor got the shot, messed him up.
Right.
Then Herbert comes in and just takes off, and people were questioning, "What's your talent evaluation you're building?"
Right.
If you didn't go, this kid you didn't see this kid was better, and
number one pick,
and who knows?
Right.
These guys that are coaches together, I guarantee there's some in bullshit. Right. Who knows if the OC or a guy down the list? Hey, I told him. Right. We all thought Herbert was better, and he said, "Oh, I don't know."
So Sirianni was under Frank Reich at the Chargers in 14 and 15,
and he pulled him with him.
He was the offensive coordinator.
Okay.
Then he went to the Eagles. Then he came back to Indy in 2018.
Oh, he's the Eagles' assistant coach, then obviously.
Yeah, he was the offensive coordinator.
Who was he under with the Eagles then? It'd be Doug Peterson.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been Doug Peterson, yeah.
And then he got the head coaching jobs.
That's interesting. Yeah, it's always some kind of tree connected. Yeah, so he would be really just Frank Reich, I guess.
The Mount Union.
Because Anthony Lynn wouldn't be considered a tree, and Doug
Peterson.
Peterson, maybe, I guess.
I would put him under the Peterson tree, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, because Frank Reich really only had him for a couple of years, and then he got hired for this job. Right. And Frank Reich got hired pretty quick after. So,
yeah, I mean, they coached together in a couple spots there, so.
Right.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Yeah, then flipping through the channels this morning, like First Take was on, and I had to turn it off right because I wanted to stay away from all those talk shows and stuff about how the games went and stuff like that. The subject was, who? Fuck, I can't remember. I forgot where I was going with this.
So you should watch all politics. Like I
should
do.
watch. All
Where are they now?
politics.
I don't know.
Right. Is Mahomes more like Michael Jordan or LeBron James? That was the subject question.
I don't think either.
Can't compare them.
Right.
It's different sports.
Right.
Different things you can do. You can't do them bad. Well, Jordan didn't do it. LeBron has. LeBron moved around and picked and catered to what he did. Mahomes is in a situation he's made good.
Right.
And he's not leaving.
Right.
He'll never leave there.
I think he's done things to help the team more than LeBron's.
Oh, he'll leave there this last year or two. They always do. I can't. I wouldn't personally, or you, but they always do. It seems.
I don't know. You got to remember, he's a second generational pro athlete.
Yeah.
And he watched his dad struggle.
And his wife got roots there because she's part of the MLS team or the women's team or whatever.
And he's got a mansion there, and for me, I would never leave. There's no reason.
And his kids are growing up there. I mean, oh, and that's the other thing I saw too. I don't know if we talked. Oh, I'm sorry. Go.
No, I was just thinking you're talking about his kids. What his kids' names are?
Yeah, they're weird names.
Silver, gold, bronze, or something like that.
Platinum. I thought platinum was the baby.
Oh my god, it's like naming your kid after rocks
or emeralds. Gems.
Yeah. You said emerald, you forgot. Bam.
Emerald,
emerald,
onyx,
bam,
ruby.
Well, it's emerald. Oh my bad. I apologize.
Bad stripper names.
Oh. Timmy.
Can't help it.
I was going to say something for that, and I can't remember now.
Sorry.
Well, you're talking about Mahomes
Mahomes
the
being
GOAT.
compared to being Jordan or
LeBron. It wasn't that. I should write this down when I was doing it. I was writing it down.
I'll make a better one is because that's kind of goofy. That's off the wall there.
Right.
Is Mahomes closer to like a Terry Bradshaw or Tom Brady?
I think he's more closer to a Bradshaw because if you think about
I think
Bradshaw was terrible.
I know, but
he was overrated, Bradshaw.
But everybody
I'm not
said he was
saying-
like one of the greats
I'm
up
not-
until like Montana got there.
right.
They did all the time.
Not now, though.
I'm not disagreeing with you, but the whole thing is like you're thinking about, and we talk about this all the time, like starting teams.
He wins championships.
Who's a quarterback that you would start a team with tomorrow? Would Mahomes be one of your first 5 picks?
No.
He'd be my number one pick.
He'd be your number 1 pick?
You just said all he does is win.
I'd pick Josh Allen.
Okay, yeah.
To win it. Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
I'm not disagreeing with that either. I'm just saying, like, I don't think most people would pick Mahomes as like he's a generational quarterback.
Even in fantasy, he's not even a top. He's not even a top 5.
Right.
That doesn't matter.
No, I'm just saying.
Tom Brady was never a top 5.
Well,
Agreed.
he was for a few years. We talked about this.
So was Mahomes.
Too, but right now, when he's winning, he's not.
Oh,
well, just like Brady. Although Brady had a great year with Tampa Bay too.
Man, I can't believe you don't took Mahomes in the top 5.
I'm not saying that I wouldn't. I'm just saying, like, I don't think most people would.
Wow, I think I disagree with that. I think a lot of people would.
I mean, you're saying in a one-game Super Bowl, or
to have a team?
Can we put a poll on the website?
I could, yeah. he went in. He sat 1 year, and all he's done is win since. He's been in the AFC Championship every year he started.
Right.
Yeah,
and he's had different guys in and out every year.
Right.
He's a carbon copy of Tom Brady, but he's more athletic. Way more athletic.
Agreed.
Better arm.
Yep.
Everything's better about him.
Right.
Tom Brady was smart.
Right.
And everything else, he made himself into what he was.
Right. He was overly prepared.
Yes, he knew. Yeah, which you need that.
Right.
In the NFL.
Right.
I mean, they're actually fairly similar players, but I mean, a little different. But they're not the best athletic player in their league. Not even close.
I think he's sneaky, man.
You think he's more athletic than Lamar Jackson?
No, but you guys want to
or Josh Allen?
No.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. He's not.
But he's walking around going like this.
No, I'm not saying he did. I'm saying he's not the best quarterback. He's not the most athletic quarterback talented. He's the best winner.
Yeah.
Just like Terry Bradshaw.
Yeah, but he doesn't.
Terry Bradshaw sucked at quarterbacking, but he won every game.
He was good. Let's put it this way.
Terry Bradshaw had a better run than him, probably.
No, not even close.
Terry Bradshaw was
4 Super Bowls in like 7 years.
He's in his 5th Super Bowl in 6 years.
Yeah, but he's only won 3.
Like he won 4 this year.
I know, so it's similar.
Terry Bradshaw wasn't even the best player on his college team.
I know shit. I hear that all the time.
Here's the thing. Okay,
But they can say the same thing
you know
about
what?
Mahomes too.
Let's take this with Terry. Let's say and Mahomes has done this with an average defense, won Super Bowls.
Yeah.
Okay. This year has a great defense. If Terry Bradshaw doesn't have a steel curtain, he doesn't win anything. He is a guy that's probably out of a job in 2 years.
He has some.
Franco Harris, Rocky Blyer behind him.
Oh, Jack
way more
Ham,
talent.
Lambert.
Way more talent on his team than Pat Mahomes has ever had.
Lynn Swan.
Now the defense this year, like you said, and I agree 100%.
Right.
The fucking Chiefs very underrated.
Right.
Yep.
The whole reason why they won the championship is because Chiefs defense.
Two best defense are playing this weekend.
Yeah.
Well, they don't have a wide receiver. They don't have a running back. Their tight end has had a down year on by his standards.
But he's came up in the
Tight end's
playoffs.
old.
Yeah. He had a weak game yesterday, but he blocked well. You saw a couple plays on those runs.
They got the refs on their side. No, I mean I'm not I don't know what I would do. You know, obviously that'll never happen that I get a choice, but I'm just saying. I mean, I think that's a better question than if he's Jordan.
Well,
or
we'd
LeBron.
all agree though we'd take him for our team right now.
Oh, yeah, I would.
You actually paused.
I know.
You actually thought of Jordan Love as over Mahomes.
I think he's more athletic than he is. Like better arm.
Where's that got him?
It didn't get you anywhere,
right.
but I mean,
Willie?
Lamar Jackson,
Mahomes over Goff?
Yeah.
But so would the Ravens take Mahomes over Lamar?
You know what? If you got all these
I'm
jams,
just saying,
if you got the Buffalo Bills guys in a room, off the record, all these teams that have these guys would take Mahomes in a heartbeat. I guarantee.
I doubt that.
No.
The Buffalo Bills.
No question.
I doubt it.
No question.
So let's segue to the Bills. Do you think the Bills are cursed because they traded Mahomes to Kansas City?
They did.
Ooh.
Look it up.
How they trade? Oh, because the
pick.
for something. Yeah.
Yeah. So is he going to be the new Bambino for?
Yeah, but it wasn't it wasn't a trade like a guy though. They don't actually trade Mahomes.
It's still a pick.
It was the pick.
The Red Sox didn't, get anything back for Babe Ruth.
But
either.
they traded Babe Ruth.
They got money back.
They traded a guy. They traded a guy.
Yeah, but Babe Ruth wasn't Babe Ruth at that time though either.
Yeah, he was pretty good though.
I don't know. I think Mahomes, and I think Mahomes is. I mean,
well, he's the best winner in football right now. He's the best leader.
I mean, I think best passer to play the game ever is Dan Marino.
No, that's what I was going to get to that point earlier.
But he's not athletic. He's not close to athletic. He's less athletic than Tom Brady.
Yeah,
which is
he got the ball out fast.
Oh yeah, he knew what he was doing with the ball.
I mean, you could argue the three best quarterbacks for the season are Burrow, Allen, and Lamar Jackson. I mean, Mahomes isn't even in those guys.
Yeah,
I'm looking at his last 7 years. That's what I'm looking at.
Yeah,
if you're going to go a year, I agree with you 100%.
Burrow hasn't been around 7 years.
I just feel
he's been around 5.
I just feel like
Lamar's been around about the same.
With Mahomes' record, I don't think he's appreciated as much as he should be.
I agree.
Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of the point.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's
and the question is, do you think that's another question?
Right.
You take Josh Allen. You take Josh.
there could be an argument for
you
that.
Move Josh Allen, Lamar, Burrow onto the Chiefs. Are they still winners?
Well, that's always your bear. That's your Bears thing. You always do. You always do it. Well, if you put Jordan Love on the Bears, he'd suck there too, or whatever.
I'm not saying he.
No. But if you took the Allen and put him on the Chiefs, would he have 7 Super Bowls now?
That's my question.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's the same thing.
We
do this all the time here.
I think they would be just as good because you still have Andy Reid, Spagnuolo, and
Bieniemy,
and Matt Nagy,
Bieniemy. They had a ton of good coaches there.
They have good and it's continuity and stuff too. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, you don't have offensive coaches. Your OC leaving after 2 years, or you're not firing your DC. Like all those coaches have been there since he's been there.
Joe Burrow has had the same offense coordinator the whole time.
He's got some weapons too.
Yeah. How about this? Put Pat Mahomes in the Bengals. How does it go?
He'd struggle.
Well, I don't know.
The offensive line's awful there.
But Joe Burrow's not. Joe Burrow's a good athlete, but he's the same athlete as Pat Mahomes.
Yeah.
They're sneaky.
Right.
They're sneaky good with their feet. They're like Rodgers was.
Right.
Rodgers didn't run. He just moved well in the pocket and did what he was supposed to do.
He could feel the pocket. Yeah, he could feel the pocket.
Yeah. And Mahomes does it too.
Oh, for
does
sure.
it all the time. That's the wrinkle Andy Reid does yesterday. They actually called 2 running plays, 2 design running plays for Pat Mahomes, where they probably didn't call those plays more than 3 times all year.
Right.
In that situation, they knew what to do and they did it and they scored.
Who was that quarterback in the playoffs that just got manhandled? Well, Malik Willis did with the Packers, but
David Woodley.
No, there was one just this year. Some guy did not see the rush coming and just got
No, that was Malik Willis.
No, there was another one too. You don't see that happen with Mahomes or those guys. They always see the guy.
Oh, they've got plowed. I'm sure plowed.
Giggity.
That's a whole different story.
I mean, I don't know. I see what you guys are saying. I get what you guys are saying, but I mean, it's hard to.
It's something to talk about,
right?
I mean, remember, 8 weeks ago we were all saying this team's just smoke and mirrors. They ain't going nowhere.
No, we weren't saying that was last year.
No,
the whole year of the
Tim,
Chiefs.
That was this year.
That was this year.
Yeah, I don't think they were in any of our top 5s.
No, they barely. Mine, I put them like 5th like most time just because we were putting them 1 or 2 because we almost. And here's what we always say. Well, you have to because they're undefeated. They're going to be 1 or 2. We have to
because they're 15-1.
When they lose, though, they're out of it.
Right. Yeah, but Minnesota was in the top 5 all year because they kept fucking winning.
Smoke and mirrors again.
Right.
We were actually taking. You're right. We all were giving Minnesota more credit than the Chiefs all year.
And the Lions got the shit kicked out of them.
Going into week 16, it's like, hey, when are we going to acknowledge the Vikings are a good team? They're a good team. They had a good year, but
shit the bed.
Yeah, exactly.
So good question. Oh fuck, that hurt. Stand my hand. Good question though. I'm gonna put that poll out there. What would be the question though?
Would you is Pat Mahomes? How do you?
Are you trying to say if you started a team right now, we're gonna do that
who,
question?
I'll just write his question as if you were starting an NFL team today, you could take any quarterback in the NFL. Who would you start?
On this date.
Who would you put who would you put as your quarterback?
Because there's other stuff there. You could go, well, there's younger guys. Somebody might go, Caleb Williams because you got the whole future ahead. But I'm talking like to win next year,
right? To prime. I mean,
in there right now.
Yeah, if you were getting it from day one,
right. But you have to give them like 5 and then other. Because with a
poll, no, they can just answer.
Okay,
right?
Let me
just answer. Just throw it on as a chat and answer it. So we can ask.
Because you want to win this next year coming up. What quarterback would you take for your team if you could just go like a random draft? I'll take anybody, like a fantasy draft.
I guarantee nobody sits down at the rosters the Chiefs have played with over the years,
right?
And go, that roster's awesome.
That's a lot of Hall of Famers on that roster.
Yeah, they don't do that.
No.
They're like,
look at this year. They lost their top 3
offensive linemen
and the receivers.
Yeah, receivers. Yeah.
Crashy Rice.
Crashy. Well, who's the other guy they had last year? They had
Hollywood Brown, right?
He's back now.
He was there. He fell down trying to make a catch.
Yeah, he was out of bounds.
Yeah, the one he was out of bounds.
Oh, that's right.
That's the thing about them too. The beauty of winning close games, like 17 in a row now, they won 1-score games.
Right.
Now it was 16 before yesterday, and that was it was 1-score game.
It's like a swagger.
But they were in a situation where they yesterday or before this, with their offensive line all year struggled. And they're still winning games,
right?
And as they're winning games, they got their line figured out,
right?
Most teams don't do that, where they lose like 3 or 4 in a row, then they get it figured out, and then they fight to get in, and maybe get in still, but then you're playing on the road, like you said, for 3 games,
right? And that's the continuity I'm speaking about. You got your coaches that know the roster, know their players, and know what adjustments to make because they're with these guys all the time, and they know like, hey Ed, you know what? You need to step it up, or hey Ed, we want to try this because we feel like you can do this.
And they're in a great situation too because nobody's poaching coaches because Spagnola's not leaving,
right?
Well, it doesn't.
And Andy Reid doesn't matter he'll be there,
right?
He's going to be part of the offense.
That doesn't affect teams if you take all their coaches, does it?
Some it does. It depends.
We'll see what happens with Detroit next year.
Detroit's been playing on it the whole time. You knew those guys were going to
I think Detroit's team's more talented than KC.
I do.
Man for man. Not even close.
I agree with that.
I agree.
Not even close.
Right.
Other than quarterback.
Yeah.
If you look at all the skill positions, even on the defensive line.
I would take their running backs. I would take their receivers. I would take their tight ends.
Yeah.
I would take their offensive line.
I stick with Kelsey. Kelsey's sneaky, though. He knows how to win, too. He knows what to do. He's a good blocker.
No,
who's your choice tight end?
Laporta. I get it, but
Laporta is like a younger version of Kelsey.
Yeah, but if we were doing like age, like we were saying, that's now though. I guess
just right now, I would still give it obviously to Kelsey, but it's not that
big.
No, yeah, it's right. But everybody else,
with Hutchinson on their line and that other who's the other guy got injured? Detroit's defensive line's probably better.
Although Chris Jones is pretty
Chris
good,
Jones
too.
is great.
Yeah, Chris Jones. It'd be
when he's not crying.
Yeah,
but I mean Hutchinson's a stud too. I mean those two are pretty similar.
Yeah,
but you could go almost all the way down the line, and Detroit's better at almost every position in Kansas City,
except for QB.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong. Goff's not bad.
No.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Made a Super Bowl.
Yeah,
he did.
Yeah, so I don't know. There, I mean, I think there's a few teams way more talented. I guarantee there's probably 3 or 4 of them. We could come right off the top of our heads.
I think the Lions are probably the most talented team.
I agree. But last year was 49ers, we'd all say. Philadelphia is very talented too.
Yeah, I think
Philadelphia's more talented than Kansas City right down almost every position.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Running backs for sure.
Yeah. And the offensive lines are
quarterback, obviously not.
I would take Philly's D line. I think the Kansas City's, which I think are very underrated. Their D backs and their safeties are better than because the Eagles are way younger.
In this case, I would say defense are a wash.
Yeah.
I would. Yeah. But offenses, obviously, I'm taking Saquon and their line.
Running back and wide receivers, not even close. Yeah. I mean, they're not even the same world.
But we're saying this now.
And Pat Mahomes.
But half of us are going to pick Kansas City.
I'm picking Kansas City.
I'm picking Kansas City too.
I'm just saying though, that's the thing. It's just the thing. It's insane. It's crazy. I said half of us. Not all of us. I'm not saying all of us are.
So how much
easy?
How much does the like Kansas City type swagger and their confidence and everything? How much does that count for?
A lot,
because they've been there constantly.
Right. There's nothing you can be thrown at Kansas City right now to be like, fuck. You know what I mean? Like,
well,
don't do that.
Don't worry, we got the refs help.
Fuck.
Hey, Hockley, help us out here.
Right.
Jesus.
Yeah, they I just picture Mahomes getting in the huddle like the guy from what was that movie? The Program.
I thought you were gonna
Put the women and children in the bear. We're going looking for dinner.
I thought you were going to do the Muppets Take Manhattan.
I thought you were going to do, call the play.
Just call the play. That's a good question.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's spirited.
Yeah.
Any other football-related topics before we move on to the next segment of the evening?
I can't wait for the draft to be over with because these fucking mock drafts are fucking hilarious.
Oh,
I saw one today that had the Bears taking Ashon.
I see it all over.
Yeah,
all over the place.
Yeah. Gentry, like,
well, it's possible if they went into free agency and picked up 2 offensive linemen.
That's what they're saying.
Yeah, but you still drafted like in that position. You still got to try to draft the best player available, right?
Yeah, but I'm not saying that it's the same guy, but we all laughed at Jamar Gibbs as well.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Right.
But he's not the same guy.
Right.
Jamar Gibbs is faster than shit.
You guys got 4 picks in the top 72?
Might be 5 if they get Ian Cunningham gets a job in Tennessee.
Yeah, they'll get another third.
That's right.
Yeah. So it just all depends on how it works out. And I agree. The best player, non-quarterback, you're taking.
Right.
I don't care if it's a defensive. I don't care if it's a cornerback.
Right.
I don't care. You can always use.
Yeah. The guy I've seen the most for you guys is the Texas offensive lineman.
Yeah, Texas LSU kid.
And the LSU kid.
Yeah.
Those two.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I saw today, I'm like, they're not taking Gentry.
Yeah, if he doesn't got this, and I haven't looked up. We were talking about speed of him. If he's not a 4.4, 4.5. He's not. I wouldn't take him.
No,
either.
I wouldn't either.
I just saw that Scatterbo.
Huh?
Scatterbo's not going to be. He'll be a 3rd or 4th round pick.
Yeah.
But yeah, he would be a great
Shador
player.
He could do anything.
Travis Hunter falls to him. I'd take him then.
Absolutely.
Oh, you
He ain't
can't
falling though.
No.
They're talking
Well, they got
Tennessee's going to
9th
take him
pick?
number 1.
I keep hearing the kid from Penn State.
Yeah,
the
him
defensive
too.
end.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
That's what it's going to be too.
Right.
I wish the Bears that would follow them. They could use. I would love that with Sweat.
Yeah. And I think the East-West Shrine games this week. So
the Shrine game happened.
It did.
Kyle McCord was a star.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Good
because
for him.
I swear I saw because that's why I was bring up, but that's why I forgot. You
Gotcha.
You got me.
Right.
Kyle McCord. I was you be a Kyle McCord guy, and he had a good game.
Yeah.
He played the best. Sanders didn't play. It was all they talked about basically all quarterbacks. So a couple other guys. Colby.
Did Jackson Dart play?
I don't think his name came up. He may have,
Yeah.
but I did see it somewhere. So I don't know. I mean,
Guys,
yeah, he had a good game.
I'm drunk.
Are you?
Yeah, this stuff's killing me.
I have a headache.
I'm talking so much.
Get the tarp.
Hop said, I think before he brought this up, Hop brought up when we were talking to Willie, and we said, Willie. And Will was like, hey, what's up? He goes, Willie isn't the best analyst in the business for nothing. Hey, I was watching the other night Major League, and Bob Uecker was pretty funny. It was hilarious. I was cracking up. He's all, the second one, when he was hammered, he's sleeping in the booth. That's when that movie jumped the shark about halfway through that movie, but I still watch it.
The second one?
Yeah.
I don't like that.
And the third one was the worst. When Corbin... Well, the worst part of that whole movie, it jumps the shark when Corbin Burnson says, I just activated myself to the roster. Okay, let's jump the shark.
Is that the one of their AAA for the
That's 3.
Right.
Yeah. This is 2.
The Catcher Can't Throw. Is that the third one?
Where he had lingerie. You had to look at lingerie magazines, right?
Yeah, something like
he
that.
called everybody Mr. something and proper names.
Yeah, he would name off like,
was Scott Babuka in that in the third one?
Bacula?
Babuka.
The guy's from Necessary Roughness.
Yeah. Was he Scott? I know that the manager, Corbin Burnson, was the owner, was in it.
Right.
Maybe Bacula was the manager.
I thought he was the manager.
He may have been. I don't know. But not worth talking about. It was terrible.
Yeah, so you're still talking about Uecker. The best thing is, the best line in that was it number 2. It's like, it's fucking John Fogerty from CCR down there. Oh, wait, no, that was Artie Lang.
That's Artie Lang.
So anything else football? Willie, you had your sheet out for a second. Anything else football?
I was just reading about Ohio State. But
that's college.
Well, yeah, we can talk next segment because I got something about them too.
Okay.
About that. One other thing I heard, I think I told you guys this. I don't know if I'm talking about today at work. So Mahomes started his 20th playoff game, and he's 29 years old. Tom Brady started his 20th playoff game when he was 34. Joe Montana started his when he was 36. And what was the other quarterback started his when he was 37, his 20th playoff game. So 20 playoff games by the age of 30.
Pretty impressive.
Yeah. That means you're winning, obviously.
Yeah.
He's a GOAT.
I mean, he's getting numbers up there, man. If he wins the Super Bowl, he
could probably get in the Hall of Fame.
He may take Tom Brady. They were talking the other day, they just said, and it's funny, if he could actually say, I'm done today, he'd be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, no question.
He can leave.
Sure.
He can leave.
Right.
So would Lamar Jackson.
I'm not playing a Super Bowl.
If three MVPs,
yeah, he'd be in because of that. Yeah. Well, he's only got 2 so far.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, it's possible Josh Allen wins this year.
He'd be in. Josh Allen should win. And it's crappy because the Josh Allen thing is now they want to talk about stats.
Right.
Now they want stats are important.
Yeah, because Lamar can't win.
Last year's his stats are the better stats than Josh Allen.
Yeah. His stats are, but he can't win the games.
But last year, Josh Allen had 50 total touchdowns and he didn't even sniff
It's all
it.
about winning. No.
Yeah, it was winning last year. Now it's about stats. It's crazy. It's these voters. The voters, they're idiots. They legitimately are idiots.
Women are winning.
The biggest thing with Josh Allen, you got engaged. He still had success.
Yeah.
You think about a lot of athletes.
Is he engaged to that Hollywood mistress or seamstress or what?
Haley,
she's in Sinful, remember?
Haley Seinfeld.
Yeah, she's in that. Yeah. That's that one with all those black people doing crazy stuff.
Burning shit.
I don't know what the hell was going on, but we were like, that's that white girl.
And she was in
Michael B.
Pitch
Hall.
Perfect?
Michael B. Hall.
Yeah, Michael B.
Michael
Hall.
B. Jensen. Jordan,
Jackson.
I'm sorry. Jordan.
Yeah, Jordan. Yeah.
Michael B.
We were watching that thing, and then it's like, oh, and Josh Allen's fiance.
Yeah. Haley Seinfeld.
Well, I couldn't figure out which
She was
one.
in what, True Grit too.
The when she was the kid. I
was
told
the
you
ugly girl.
she was the ugly girl. But the ugly girl actually was in the end of the movie, missing the arm or whatever. But yeah, who was also the original? That's the original from the original True Grit.
John Wayne was in that, right?
With the John Wayne and who's that singer? Campbell, Glenn Campbell.
Glenn Campbell was in it.
Yeah, he's awesome in there.
I'm a Rhinestone. Do you sing that song?
No, he sang.
He sang Rhinestone Cowboy.
He sang Wichita Lineman on there.
You sang Rhinestone Cowboy?
Yeah,
Wichita Lineman is a great album.
Yeah, it is actually a really good album.
I'm sorry.
No.
Oh, I thought you were busy there. I thought he was going to cut us
off. Any of your football stuff?
Nope.
I think we're good. We got it all, didn't we?
Good.
Yep.
Okay, well, we'll talk more about Super Bowl next week, and then we will be back in a minute. You're listening to the Basement Benchwarmers podcast. Check us out on Facebook at Basement Benchwarmers, also on Instagram at Basement Benchwarmers, and on Twitter at Base Benchwarmers, and our email is basementbenchwarmers@gmail.com.
I'm not
stop doing that because I want to take long showers with you assholes.
Ain't you them kids that have been quacking off in my tool shed?
By a bunch of organized holes like yourself.
Yeah, well, listen, you ought to just stick the itch in the car with now and get in with us, but that's all right. We'll worry about that later.
Oh my God. There's 100 morons in my basement. It's you, Larry. Lollygaggers. Diamond dogs have struck again.
No, they could be a lot worse. Why did you kiss my ear? Why are you holding my hand? Where's your other hand? Between two pillows. Those aren't pillows.
4 of us wolves running around the desert together in Las Vegas, looking for strippers and cocaine.
1, 2, 3, Benchwarmers!
Live from Scott's parents' basement, this is the Basement Benchwarmers podcast.
Final segment of the night. We're going to little hodgepodge. What did I say it was going to be? I can't remember the words I used. What's the word I used?
Freestyle.
Freestyle.
Wicca. Clusterfuck.
Clusterfuck. There you go. That's even better. Yeah. Birthdays and our closing thoughts. We're going to start with, let's start with the birthdays in the beginning of this. Should we do that?
Sure.
Birthdays to start out the
we're going to do it in sections now. People start on birthdays. They're going to be like all fired up.
Yeah.
Because we're always arguing the whole time. What the hell kind of a podcast is this?
What are we talking about?
Why is the one guy keep saying 69?
Today is your birthday. Today is your birthday. Today is your birthday. Today is the day. Today is your birthday. Today is your birthday. Today is your birthday, dear someone today.
And who we starting with today?
Tim. It's his birthday. Let's start with him.
Tim.
No, it's not.
Yeah. That's background music.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah, so
I thought my head was ringing.
I forgot about Willie brought up. There's a bunch of like background sounds in here. See, listen, acoustic.
Ooh,
that's a cinematic. Ooh, like a big like Star
orchestral.
Wars. Yeah, let's see.
Like John Williams.
Why isn't it playing?
What was that one in Family Guy where it's John Williams?
Birthdays.
We're leaving this one on. Okay, start it up. Tim, you're
Put
first.
the disco ball on.
I'll put my ball on. Never mind.
So we don't have a disco ball. We'll have to just make do with yours.
So today is actually his birthday. Timmy, Keith Olbermann.
That commie bastard.
Twat.
Overman's got to be like 68.
66.
Oh,
nice.
Thank God I was getting -2 for sure.
Yeah, it was coming. That's why I wanted to go the other way.
All right, Eddie.
I've been on fire in 2 weeks.
You
here.
have. Joey Fatone.
Joey Fat One?
One of my favorites from New Kids on the Block, right?
Yes.
No, Backstreet Boys, right?
NSYNC.
NSYNC, yeah.
God damn it. It's not
You're
gonna-
close.
I have no idea. Joey Fatone, 52.
51.
He's 54.
48.
Ooh.
48.
He looks like shit.
Scott, Rosamund Pike from Gone Girl. She was in Jack Reacher, the
Jack
blonde.
Reacher.
Oh, no,
She's a Bond girl.
Yeah.
Blonde.
In the first Reacher?
Yeah. She's
that little skinny blonde girl?
She's the attorney.
Say,
the attorney. Okay.
Not the
cop.
not Jack Reacher. Or not Reacher, Jack Reacher.
Jack Reacher.
36.
The bad one.
With Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Oh, I have no idea then.
What, Tim?
45.
43.
46.
Oh, I was 10 years off.
You're right there.
Yeah.
Right there.
Timmy.
Timmy. This is for Joe Cavelli. She loves this guy. Tom Selleck.
Oh, Tom Selleck. Big fan of Tom Selleck, too.
Yeah.
74.
Blue Bloods was a great show.
I'm going to say 77.
I think he's 80.
Nice.
Yeah, I saw that somewhere recently.
Oh, he's besting.
Because he doesn't look that old.
Quigley Down Under, and then what's the one with the robots with Gene Simmons? You know which one that is, Timmy, right? Where
What?
Tom Selleck goes after the robot. He's the cop that.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And Gene Simmons is the bad guy.
Encino Man.
It's close.
Shenanigans.
Give me.
Oh, fucking.
I'll think of what it is. Okay.
Tim's up, I think.
No, it's
No,
my turn.
Ed, yeah.
Ed, Sarah Gilbert.
Melissa Gilbert's sister.
Yeah, the one that pushed Roseanne out.
Oh, that girl?
Yeah, right?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Well, the whole cast did. Except for John Goodman didn't, but he did, kind of.
That Oberman?
Yeah.
No,
She's
Sarah
married to
Gilbert.
Melissa Etheridge. Correct?
Is she?
I believe so. Right? Sarah
No.
Gilbert? Yeah. Sarah Gilbert's married to Melissa Etheridge, or they're together.
Oh, you just made that
Sarah
up.
Gilbert from Little House on the Prairie?
No, that's what I
From
thought,
Roseanne.
too.
Oh, she might be.
Yeah.
No, she's married to the guy from Big Bang Theory.
No. Johnny Galecki.
Galecki.
That's not.
No.
No.
They did date.
Yeah. Yeah, in real life. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what made her a lesbian. Sarah Gilbert, you.
Is she the one that popped up when she was dead on the gurney when they put her? No, that was
No, it's Anne Heche.
Anne Heche. God, I gotta get better at my lesbians. I'm gonna say she's 50. Huh?
Ed's on
Solve
fire.
that problem.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, Scott. Wilmer Valderrama.
Ooh, from
I say good day.
Good old Fez.
from NCIS.
Yeah.
Fez is
I was
gonna
watching
be
that today.
48.
49.
47.
45.
Wow. Tim.
Yeah.
Beautiful black.
How's it going?
Ready?
Beautiful black pheasant.
Harry Wayne Casey.
What the fuck is that?
It's Casey of the Sun in Sunshine.
Oh. Make a little
He's-
love.
Holy bloomin' onion.
Yeah, he's 75.
Let's say 78.
It's me.
Yep.
I don't think this is right.
Can't be that old. That's older than Gordon Litt.
Nope.
-1.
He is 74.
Yeah.
It's close.
What'd you say, Timmy? 73?
That's 75.
Yeah.
Who's up?
I believe I am.
Yep. Johnny Rotten of the Sex Pistols.
Oh, I can't even do the lip thing. Isn't that him that did the weird lip thing? You know,
That's Billy Idol.
no, that was Billy Idol, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Those guys all suck.
Who's touring again, by the way? I can't fucking stand the commercials that are on for him. Because it's Matt Rife and fucking Billy Idol.
Yeah.
Matt Rife's awesome.
Oh, he is awesome. Billy Idol looks like
sucks.
he's like fucking 80.
I'll say 72.
Who was it again?
Johnny Rotten.
Johnny
Johnny
Rotten. Sex
I'm going to say 75.
77.
69.
God damn, I was going to hit the button.
Did
too.
you? Who was the one?
Son of a.
Who was the one that was calling out all the nonsense in Britain way back in the day when he called out all the bunch of pedophiles and everything?
Might have been him.
Was it Johnny Wright? It was.
No.
Who's the other? It's another guy just like him.
Mr.
or-
Bean.
I would. He's a pedophile for sure.
Wallace and
Rowan
Gromit.
Atkinson?
Ron Atkinson. Mr. Bean's funny.
It might have been Johnny Rotten.
Yeah, one of them called it out years and years ago, and they banned him from like the BBC and everything. And then that Seville stuff came out, and it's like, oh yeah, he raped like 400 kids.
Who did?
Jimmy Savile.
Oh.
But they were covering it up for years, and everybody knew about
I thought
it.
you meant Davisville and the Chipmunks. I was like, that's weird.
Christmas time.
Time is here.
No wonder why they all had.
Mhm. I did that. You were with us that night that we went to see Monday Romeo's. And that dude was dressed as him, and I yelled it really loud, and dude's like, I yelled it as loud as I could, dude. It was awesome.
There's some great concerts or costumes that night.
Yeah, there was.
Velma was very well done.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Makes a girl cute if she wears the Velma one.
Oh,
Yeah, she had a lot of stuff hanging out.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, Velma would.
Mhm. Yeah.
Well, I forget where we were. Johnny Rotten, right?
No, we're done.
We're done. 69 was the best.
69.
69.
Who went first on Johnny Rotten?
I did.
Yep. So Justin Timberlake.
Oh, the timber.
45.
49.
50.
44.
Yeah.
He probably one of the younger ones in the band then, huh?
Oh yeah, he was with. Yeah, he's got to be younger. He was with
Joey Fatone was 50.
Another Disney kid, right?
Yeah, he was Britney Spears and
Britney
him
Spears
and
dated.
And Ryan Gosling.
Yeah.
JC Chavez and
is Gosling the most recognizable?
Ryan's asking, does anybody know how Ryan Miller asked, does anybody know how Billy Idol got his name?
No.
Probably a story behind it, I'm guessing.
Was it when he was in the band X?
Oh, he was an X?
I think so.
Maybe his name is like
Reginald something.
Yeah. I know it's a weird name too. We do not know. Give us the answer,
Well,
Ryan.
his last name is Lodi, and they just did it backwards.
Ooh, good call.
That's great.
Maybe it's Yilub Lodi. Willie, I like it, Willie. I'm going with that.
Billy Idol spelled backwards.
Hi. Look at that. Never mind. That wasn't him. Anyway. Whose guess is this?
I don't know what's even going on anymore.
It's Timmy's. Pauly Shore.
Ooh, Encino Man. Topical.
Friend of the show.
Yeah.
He's 59.
Oh, he's like 63.
We saw him in concert. He was 63 was his guess, not mine. We saw him. He was a weirdo. He was funny because he played off all the stuff. He didn't like try hiding all that stuff, but he was weird. After we got pictures with him, stranger danger.
You know who his mom was, right?
Yeah,
the
Laugh
Comedy
Factory.
Store. Yep. A Laugh Factory or Comedy Store?
Comedy Store.
Comedy Store.
Yeah, I wanted to go there when we were there. Me and Jenny thought about going. We didn't want to leave the kids at the house though. We weren't sure.
That's the one down on Sunset and Vine, right?
Yeah, it's right.
Or
It's right on the
Sunset.
strip.
Yeah.
I love to go there.
It's
just
not
to
far
see a
from the
show.
Viper Room.
And they always have, like, I was looking at a thing the night they were there was a comedian you knew. Like, I was like, oh, that's awesome.
They all go.
Yeah, that's what they do their new acts and stuff to start out. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
That's like their Ryman Auditorium.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah, you're right. That's a good call.
Love to see a show there
at the Ryman.
Ryman, yeah. We
I
took
know.
a tour. It was
we
cool.
did. Me and you did the tour. Yeah,
we did. Did we do we did Grand Ole Opry last time we went?
We didn't do the tour though.
That
We just went to the Grand
That
Ole
was
Opry.
cool
Yeah.
though too. Yeah. Is it me still?
Yep.
And who we at?
Pauly Shore.
What were the guesses? I'm sorry. 69. You said? No, you didn't say 69.
I said 63.
And you said 59, right? So I'm gonna say he's 61.
57.
Oh, okay.
He looks bad.
I was close.
He's barely older than you guys.
Wayne Gretzky.
Oh, he's great. Oh man, I gotta go back.
Is he the one that's great?
So let's see. Probably started hockey. Let's see.
What's the name of the guy you're doing?
Wayne Gretzky.
Oh, okay. Who's going first here?
It's me.
Oh, you're first. You're first.
Yeah,
okay.
So I'm trying.
So
to,
Tim
I'm,
hasn't guessed yet.
I'm counting back in time here, so I'm gonna say he's
back in time.
he's 66.
69.
-1.
67.
He is 64.
Damn. He's younger than I thought. He probably started when he was 18. I was thinking 20. I was off by 2 years.
Okay, Scott. Dante Culpepper.
Good old Dante. Dante's gonna be 46.
Timmy?
Let's see. We repossessed his Bentley. I remember looking at his info. It's 47.
45.
I said 40. I already said.
You said what? You said 46, right?
47, I said.
47. It's 48.
I went the wrong way. You repossessed his Bentley?
Yeah. He had an assistant. The assistant called in and was pissed because we wouldn't take any payment over the phone. She had to go to a Western Union and pay it. And I guess she was at the Western Union store and they repossessed the car as she was paying it.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, we had to get the car back, but it was awesome.
We're taking my car right now.
And the thing is, this is like right Well, he was in Minnesota. He went to Miami, right? He got hurt.
Yeah.
And he was going to sign with Detroit, I want to say, or he did sign with Detroit, and he got hurt again, I think, and he didn't sign. Like he didn't pass the
physical.
The physical. He's like, yeah, man, I'm getting ready to sign with Detroit. Blah, blah, blah.
He had a messed up knee. Yeah.
All right, Timmy, Maglio Ordonez.
Mags.
Back to the White Sox or something.
I don't know because he's. Is his actual age or like that?
Good call.
43.
I'll say 45.
44.
51.
Oh,
see, I knew I should have went with
same
the
age.
Ryan said, I think this is a joke. Ryan said his parents got a note from his teacher saying that Billy has been idle in school.
Idle? That's spelled wrong. It's not even spelled the same. But it could be, though.
I thought his name was weirdo, like Reginald, like you said.
Yeah.
It's William J. Idle. IDLE.
No, it's Lodi.
Lodi. I do like that story.
Yeah.
All right. Greg Louganis.
Let me put this. Hold on one second, because I'm going to think while I'm talking. But Ryan has never lied to us before. I mean, he was even here when Aaron Rodgers was interviewed.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
He met him.
Yeah, he met him. So, I mean, yeah, he would never bullshit us.
Well, Ryan got him here.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, because he liked whales, too.
Yeah.
Greg Louganis, the guy that hit his head on the board, right?
Yeah.
And he was like, ah. That's what I remember hearing.
You got an owie.
62.
60.
59.
65.
Oh, man, he's old then. Because it was 8. Yeah, because
I know
make him an old diver.
Yeah, he was
like
old.
25 you'd have been or something.
Yeah,
like
he was
that.
pretty old.
Damn. Oh, okay.
He already was like really tan and wrinkly by that time. You remember?
Probably.
His balls were.
He looked like one of the California raisins diving. Heard it through the grapevine.
Dominic Hasek.
Oh,
Dominic Hasek.
Dominator.
I don't know. I'm gonna say 52. It's probably, I don't know. No idea.
What do you think, Timmy? What are you playing on the phone? We're not supposed to be cheating.
I'm ordering albums.
Charlie Daniels comes up, you're fucked. That's
who is it? Dominic Hasek?
Yep.
What'd you say?
I honestly don't even remember. It's been so long. I've been
44.
waiting. I didn't say that. So you're good.
He's gonna be like.
I said 50 on the nose. I
Oh,
think.
did you?
Yeah, I think I did.
Actually,
I'm gonna say he's like 57.
60.
Damn.
Yeah, I was
I was
gonna say
getting
he's
close.
older.
Well, when he went to the Wings, he was already like 33 or
Yeah,
something.
he was pretty old.
Yeah.
Stacey King.
Loved him in
55.
Stacy for Hire. Oh, that's Stacy Keach.
55.
Speaking of Stacy Keach, I turned on that anger management, and you know that Charlie's like the what is he, psychologist or whatever.
Right.
One of his patients, this old racist guy, he's hilarious. You know, he's like the old guy that just says stupid shit. And his brother-in-law, Stacy Keach, who's even worse. You know,
He was in Titus. The dad. He
Yeah,
was
he was
awesome.
great
He was
in
hilarious.
Titus.
Yeah.
He's in American History X.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Escape.
What'd you say, Tim? I'm
Escape
sorry.
from New York.
I forgot already again. Yeah.
55.
Stacy Keach.
Stacy King.
Stacy Keach.
69.
I don't know who Stacy King is.
Basketball player from the Bulls. He played on the championship. One or two of them.
What'd you say, Timmy? Sorry.
55.
58. I didn't even know it was.
That's how I was gonna guess.
Really?
Jordan.
Yeah.
A couple years younger than Jordan.
He was in the national championship game in '88 against Danny Manning. I should have known that. '88.
We play Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Ed.
I love the
Ed.
music in the background.
Curtis Strange.
Oh, the golfer.
Golfer.
At the school.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
How can I not?
Curtis Strange. I don't even know if he still golfs. So 64.
69.
Curtis Strange?
He likes it like
71.
damn it. I was going to be in the 70s.
70.
I was going
to. Don't give me that discount. That was close.
I know. He looked down his nose at you like you troglodyte.
Like I was 20 years off. I was like, what is he, 90?
Because you're so close.
69. He was 70.
Ryan sent me the explanation, so let's see if he sent me the line.
He never
Name Billy Idol was coined due to a chemistry teacher's description of idol on his school report card as idol, I-D-L-E.
Yeah.
Idol has stated that the subject was one that he hated and which underachieved. So his name must have been Billy.
What a wanker.
I swear I thought his name was like weird, like Reginald or something, but
that's Elton John's Reginald.
So who
Reginald Denny or
who went first that time?
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jalen Rose.
He's a basketball player.
Oh, I thought it was the song.
William Michael Albert Broad is his.
Oh, so Billy.
Yeah. Billy Broad.
I like that better.
Who am I guessing here again?
Jalen Rose.
Jalen Rose, part of the Fab Five. Timeout.
Yes.
That's the wrong one. That was Skinhead.
Weber.
I know. Yeah. Well, he's part of the team though. Fab Five. I'm gonna go with
Juwan Howard too.
How old was I then? Oh, you know what? I'm gonna say he's 51.
52.
Yep.
53.
Around my age. Yep.
Timmy got on the board. And the last one here is we guess the year.
Oh, for 6 points. Got to write it on the page again, huh?
Write it on.
Okay. These are fun.
Nah, I'm just kidding. I like them.
They're fun with the music in the background.
I do like these. These are fun. These are like riddles almost.
Guess the year.
Okay.
NASCAR winner was Kulwicki.
Hmm.
The NL MVP was Bonds.
Was who?
Oh,
Bonds.
Well, that narrows it down to 7 years.
God damn it.
Then NFL MVP was Steve Young.
Okay.
The NHL MVP was Mark Messier. And the NBA MVP was Michael Jordan.
That only narrows it down to six years.
God, those guys all were good every year.
Okay, I got mine. I just wrote it. I guessed I had one written down earlier and I changed it. And I'm going with this. Going with this. Screw it.
I know what it is.
Mine's bad.
Harry Potter.
What's your year, Tim?
1992.
Correct.
1992. Was that what it was?
Yep, correct.
It was a guess.
92.
Did you really get it?
Yeah, right here.
Nice. Good job, guys.
So Ed wins with 9, Tim has 7, and Scott had 4.
With my negatives too.
I was on 91 for a second there.
Yeah, Quickie was like the first driver owner to win in like 20 years or something like that.
I saw him race at Slinger when I was a kid. Me and Jimmy Wright. The Bonds was the tough one for me because he had 7 MVPs, but he only had like 1 or 2 way back then.
The Jordan one was a tough one.
Yeah, well, there's how many MVPs?
Right, Messier 92. That was when they won the cup, right? Or that's 94 when they won the
cup. That was Edmonton.
I got it off Stevie.
Well, you sure was he already with the Rangers by that point?
No, 94. He was still with Edmonton. That was their last hurrah, I think. Wasn't it?
I think you're right.
And I figured Young was in the 90s too, and so just kind of, I was more of a guess than you guys.
Yeah,
that's good. We all got that one. We didn't. None of us got the last one.
No, that's what you know.
We were all off by a year or two.
So you had Ohio State thing, right?
Oh, I got a couple things here. So I was looking at Instagram. They're doing all the stuff at this kid was doing. People he met at the golf show down in Orlando. And Melvin Gordon happened to be one of the guys he met. He thought he gave him an 8 out of 10. So he's working for this. It's a golf club. It's called Vibes, VIBEZ Golf Club.
Oh, of course it is.
And he's the director of social media.
Melvin Gordon is?
Yes.
Of course it ends in a Z.
So you want me to read their mission statement?
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
I want to hear.
Are you
Not interested. I want to hear it.
We are an amateur golf club who want to truly expand the game of golf by paving the way for new demographics and individuals. To do so, we plan to knock down many of the assumptions and misconceptions built around the sport that are deeply rooted with its elitist history.
Oh, redheads are allowed now?
Golf should and can be played by anyone, regardless of their background, upbringing, and personal appearance. No one should try to be someone they aren't, nor should they act a certain way to be accepted into the world of golf. As long as you play the game for enjoyment and respect its rules, you can play. We want to build the bridge that allows someone who looks like us to just as easily pick up a golf club and do as they do with a basketball or a football.
So millionaires?
Who wrote this, Mullen Gordon?
I don't
Well,
know
the
if he
place where
wrote
he works. So the place where he works doesn't realize that one of the greatest golfers of history is
black.
biracial.
that. Right, yeah.
I was thinking the same. Is anybody going to tell Tiger Woods he's allowed on the course now?
I can go play at Vibes.
And I'm thinking,
Are you talking about Calvin Pete?
yeah,
Him too.
he's like,
How about Tony Finau?
yeah, Finau.
All these guys. We
Yeah.
got
Right.
Tom Kim.
Who's that Fijian guy?
Tom Kim's Oriental, Asian.
Still,
Yeah,
still
get
not
Oh,
up, still
Don't
not
have color.
white because
Yeah.
that's what they're saying.
right,
How about the guy that's
he can make
Morikawa?
a- yeah,
All those guys.
right.
Morikawa's American.
But he's not white.
Good point.
He's American.
But like,
Tiger Woods is American too. Calvin P was too. Jesus Christ, Ed.
Golf of America, the name of them all.
the
Great.
best part is
We're
like,
12th in San Pablo now, or what the hell it was. San Pablo. Pablo.
isn't that where on
Hey, get off my mule.
that's where Arnold went to save what's her name from the bad guy with San Pablo. The funniest part of it's like, so people like us, millionaires. Oh, so what are you saying? We're out until we hit big.
People like us, bad golfers. Like,
Yeah.
So on the course, it's like this. How'd you do on the last hole? I had a 4-putt.
Everything is easy.
You got to Z everything at the end. Nice drives.
Yeah, how was your drives? Did you hit the fairways?
Oh shit!
The greens were
Hey, I think that's a
were
gimmies.
slippery today.
Hey, that's a gimmies. We're all going now.
Reel this back.
Oh, man.
We get back to the clubhouse. Hennessy's for everybody. Ask William about Hennessy. He had like 5 shots of it one night in Fond du Lac.
Oh boy.
5 shots of Hennessy he had in Fond du Lac.
Is that the same bar that you're like, hey, we need to leave?
Oh, goddamn Stitch.
Oh, man.
So anyway.
Wait.
Okay.
How long? When you said it ends in a C, and I said, of course it does. And you guys all laughed at me.
No, I didn't laugh. I knew it was coming.
And then it was exactly what we expected by the end. It was exactly,
Right.
what was it, Vibes?
Vibes.
Yeah,
So-
exactly what we expected.
Going off of that, I want to talk about Buc-ee's
Oh, yeah.
coming to
Oak
Creek
Career.
in 2027.
7.
Are they going to have a hot dog buffet, too?
No,
Is that billboard for real?
No.
that's what I was going to say.
That
I
billboard
like
was
it.
awesome,
That was
though.
a great
One exit,
recreation.
One exit, 2 beavers.
Yeah.
Should be beef.
So is
Beavers.
is it De Pere, right? Are they getting one
It's,
now?
it's
DeForest.
too much crap.
Oh,
going
DeForest,
on.
yeah. So they're not getting one at all.
Nope.
Nope.
Same thing Kenosha didn't because it's all red tape and shit at these places.
I think the infrastructure can't handle the expected traffic. is
In
what
DeForest?
Yeah. I thought they just redid
They got the
that.
quick trip. Yeah, it's actually, yeah, that V exit was just redone.
Right.
Yeah,
They're crazy.
So I had this. This came up on my thing.
Your thing?
Yeah.
Giggity.
Longest active AP poll season appearance streaks for college football. We'll go around the table like the old school, and once you get one wrong, you're out. So you can guess. There's 11 teams because, well, wait, 1, 2, 3, no. 6, 11. There's 11 teams because there's a team tied at 10 and 2, but there's 11 total.
How many SEC teams are there?
I can't
No,
tell
you
you.
can't say.
And I will Yeah. So longest active poll appearances. So I think.
Do we get the numbers?
I'm believing how it ends in the end of the season. Or no, just got to be in it. Just got to show up in the poll. I think it is.
So that's every week you got to be in it, or just at
no,
the
just
end?
have an appearance.
Oh, one appearance. Okay, I got
It could be one appearance in a year.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
So go ahead. You want to start, Willie? Go ahead.
Sure. I'm gonna go with Alabama.
Alabama is number 8. It was 17 from 2007 to 2023. That was their streak. Tim.
How about Michigan?
No.
Is this current right now, or
it goes through 2023? All these.
Okay.
So that streak goes 2023. It's the longest active because you're still
so
going.
I'll say Ohio State.
They're number 1 with 56 from 1968 to 2023.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's crazy. And they're number 1 by.
Well, it's got to be
by double.
It's got to be. Yeah. It's got to be 54 now because they were in there last year, right?
Yeah, they're 56,
and they're the champions.
57.
So
it'll be one more year. Yeah.
So all these teams made an appearance. Well, this team, I don't know if they did this year. This team, so this might be through last year.
Oregon.
Yep, 26. They're in 4th.
Notre Dame.
13 from 2011 to now, tied for 10th.
I already said one.
Oh yeah, you're out. Yeah.
Jeez. Texas.
No, because they were terrible.
No, Texas is not on the list. Willie, you can win it with this guess.
I'm going to go with USC.
22 from 2002 to 23. The list goes Clemson at tied for 10th. Oklahoma State.
Yeah, I was thinking
ninth.
it's one of those.
I'm a man.
Alabama. USC said. LSU.
Yeah.
Oklahoma. Oregon. Georgia is
That's
tied for second with Wisconsin.
Really?
I was gonna say Georgia too. I went Texas.
Yeah,
the other way.
Wisconsin must have made an appearance last year early. I think early in the year they were ranked and they kind of fell off, didn't they?
They were ranked early.
Yeah, so that must be what. That's why I saw it. I go, it must be.
So
because they didn't end the year no ranked.
So Wisconsin was the second most,
and they must have ended their streak. Oh, they're ranked this year to start, weren't they? Or were they ranked at all this year?
They were ranked to start.
Okay, so their streak kept going. So I don't know. I thought it was just seeing Michigan State at 50 or Ohio State at 56 and Georgia and Wisconsin at 27. 2 times behind Ohio State. Jesus Christ. But I guess the rich keep getting richer, right? As they say.
And
you know what? You know,
those
what?
teams have national championships except the Badgers.
Right.
I bet Ohio State can golf at vibes.
Vibes. I'm gonna write this down because we're gonna use that.
Yes. What else you got, Willie?
We all remember we talked about the book Inner Excellence.
Oh yes.
Do you know where that book started before it became number 1?
Oh, he told us. What was the number?
It's like 537 or something like that.
523,497.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Isn't that crazy?
What do you got there? Like a Bible?
Notebook?
Oh, okay.
Clean out a drawer and found it.
Jeez, that thing's tiny.
What do you got? What do you got in there?
Field notes.
You look like John Lithgow in his Bible from freaking Footloose over there.
Thou shalt not dance or have fun. We're the NFL.
You can't go to Vibes.
Yeah.
Stewardess, could you give me something small to read,
Oh.
like famous Jewish sports legends?
Yeah, I forgot to mention this for the NFL subject. There was a rookie that won an NFL championship, and it was Sammy Baugh.
Not a Super Bowl.
The old slinger.
But a championship.
Won a championship.
What year? 44?
Something like
Was that the Redskins?
Yeah.
Yep. Slinging
Sammy.
Yeah.
Great nick. They had way better nicknames back then. All ours are like A-Rod, Gay-Rod, J-Rod, T-Bone, or MP5.
I don't think do TB12.
TB12. That's what pissed me off yesterday. Hey, it's TB12.
And actually, it's funny because they're advertising his clothing brand then.
Yeah.
That's probably why.
Yeah.
I hate those stupid nicknames.
How soon before we see
Big Hurt? That's a fucking nickname.
Russell Wilson in Raiders uniform?
Yeah. Who said that? You did the other? Did you say that to me or someone else said it to me?
He just said. I've never heard you say it.
Somebody the other day, and I was like, "Oh, who was I talking to there at night somewhere?" They said the same thing. I go, "Oh my god, I didn't even think of that. That's perfect."
When you were golfing at Vibes.
Where would I have been out? Oh,
Wednesday night?
No, we were at. I was at the bags tournament, and someone said it to me, and I was like, "Oh, good call." Or brought it up. I can't. Saw a lot of people new there, so I can't remember which one told me.
Raiders, let's ride!
I don't know. That could be a good pickup for them. That would stabilize the quarterback for maybe the draft one this year then.
Right.
And because they say Tom Brady's gonna have a big say in the quarterback spot.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So, I do have a trade I heard today. Another Butler trade. Zach LaVine.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah.
Butler going to the Suns. The Bucks getting LaVine. Miami getting Chris Middleton and Portis plus some picks. And Connaughton would have to go somewhere else, and someone would have to eat his salary to get out of the
Bulls.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah,
I've seen
Connaughton they shouldn't eat it. They should keep him.
Right,
it's a good ball player.
I've seen Bradley Beal going to the Bulls. I've seen a whole bunch of bullshit.
I'd be excited. I'd be fine with LaVine going to the Bucks. I'd be fine with that.
Yeah,
I think he's.
Yeah, I mean,
he's a poor man's Butler, but he can still do things.
Yeah,
right.
When's the deadline?
Oh, it's funny that you mentioned that. Because that's one of the things that I wanted to bring up as well for the NBA. Don't these sports teams like pay attention to what the sports calendar is? Like, don't you think that you would look up and be like, "Hey, let's do the trade deadline"? Can't do it that week. That's the week of the Super Bowl. Hold my beer.
Right.
The Thursday before the Super Bowl is when the NBA trade deadline is.
It's got to be a week thing. Then they must always do it so many weeks before the end of the season or something. They have to.
But I mean,
really,
even still, wouldn't you be like, oh, okay, make sure there's nothing else going on, so we'd be the number one story? Idiots.
The NBA's way to screw with the NFL. They always screw with them. Hey, play the games on Christmas.
True. That's good.
It's our
good
turn.
point.
They should have the trade deadline be on the Sunday during the Super Bowl at 5 o'clock. And then what would happen? What would happen? Nobody knew what happened in the NBA.
Yeah, exactly. Holy shit, Jimmy Butler got traded.
Yeah, 2 days ago.
Not one announcer even talked about
What's
it.
Giannis doing in Miami?
Yeah.
How about the Utah Hockey Club all of a sudden wanting to change their name again?
Again?
So what?
They were trying to go to the Yetis.
Yeah.
That's a great
but
name.
they got shut down because of
Yeti, the company?
Yeti. Yep.
I get no, they shouldn't.
How can they? It has nothing to do with their business.
Yeah.
Yeti is a animal, or not an animal, a thing.
It's a fictional animal.
Yeah,
They must have trademarked
It's a
it.
great
then.
ride
did
at
trademark it,
Animal
yeah.
Kingdom.
I don't understand why they don't just keep the coyotes, Utah Coyotes, because there's coyotes in Utah, right?
So can they just go to Utah Snow Monsters or
They probably could.
Abominable Snowmen?
No. What was the name of the monster in the Rudolph the Red-Nosed
Yeah.
Reindeer? Rudolph.
Yeah,
What was his
I know
name?
The Misfit of
The-
the Island of Misfit Toys.
No, but the
Yeah,
actual Yeti. Yeti. What was his name?
Yeti.
No, he had. I thought he had a name like Jim or something. Bob. Or maybe it was
Yukon Cornelius, they could call him.
Oh, the Utah
Utah
Yukons.
Cornelius.
The
yes.
Utah Yukons. Oh, Utah Cornelius. I like that one. They should call him the Johnny Utahs.
Oh, I like it.
No, Yukon Cornelius was the redhead.
Yeah.
Yeah. But what was the
big abominable?
maybe his name
snowman
was just
guy.
the Abominable Snowman. He didn't have a name. I thought it was like Rick or Rex or.
I got something that's gonna blow your guys' minds. You know, we've talked some trivia questions and everything.
Our minds.
Mines.
Not gonna blow them far.
You said minds. You said it like that too. You didn't realize you said
I'm
it.
stuck on fucking.
Me and Willie
minds.
caught it. We're like, what the?
Minds. Okay. This is a true story too. This is real. For a very short time, Willie was the youngest person on the planet Earth. It was probably a split second, but think about that. The second he was born, he was the youngest person on Earth. It's crazy to
Oh,
look at
yeah.
you now with that beard.
I know it. What the hell?
Because now you're like one of the oldest.
Well, he was brought by the stork. He's so old.
There's no abominable snowman in Rudolph.
Yeah, it's the I got
Bullshit, there isn't.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer?
I got the decoration.
The Yukon Cornelius one's got a big, he's like an enforcer.
He's like, oh,
Yeah.
and he's like supposed to be scared, but he's not. He's like
He's
friendly.
the Luca Brasi of that show.
Yes. He's this guy. You know what? There's one, right? Yeah.
Oh my God.
Show him. He might not have a name, to be honest. He's probably just. I'm almost positive he don't have a name, probably. But yeah, he's like that. He's a weirdo. He's like supposed to be scary, but he's not, and it's weird. I don't know.
Bumble.
That's his name?
It's called Bumble.
Yeah, you know what? I've heard that before.
The Utah Bumbles? I like Johnny Utahs. I'm going back to
I
that.
kind of like the Bumbles.
He's a giant Yeti with white fur. And
There you go. The Bumbles.
And long fangs.
He would be the mascot, though.
Wouldn't that be great?
I would just cut because he's abominable, so he's a Bumble.
Right there, Tim. That's
Bumble.
You mother.
He's been reading the whole time.
Well, we're praying.
We're doing a show here.
Fuck you guys.
He's actually ordering the fucking Nike Bumbles.
Maybe
that'd be a great shoe.
The Nike, I'll be all over it.
White fur on it.
No, they can't do it because Olaf sued him.
Shit.
Olaf.
What was his name? Bumbles.
Bumbles. Polecats.
Polecats.
Utah Bumbles. That's I like.
Anybody got anything else for this glamorous evening?
Just closing thoughts. I think we're good.
Anything, Tim? Anything in your giant notebook over there? You know, at first I thought you were a detective.
I thought it was Columbo.
Yeah. It's one eye.
You would. That was the last TV show you watched. Fuck.
No, he watched Quincy. He was telling us about the other day.
I thought you were a Kojak, but that wasn't a sucker in your mouth.
Smelly saliva.
Closing thoughts. You're welcome. Willie, closing thoughts. Closing thoughts.
I love it.
I don't have anything for you, really.
Oh my God, I'll do 2 then.
You ain't the best color man in the business for anything.
That's right. I got nothing.
Oh, Hop already turned off just after when he heard that. Hop listens for you, Willie.
I know he does.
He can't stand the rest of us.
I keep hanging around, say nothing.
Tim, closing thoughts.
My closing thoughts is just an extension of how women's basketball still doesn't support each other. So I'm going to read off some names to you. Caitlin Clark, Dawn Staley, Lynette Woodard, Kelsey Plum, Ella Deladana, and Sabrina, I can't pronounce it.
Ionescu or Ionescu?
Ionescu.
Yeah.
All right. Do you know what they all have in common?
I sound like Jimmy Chase.
What they have in common? They're all the highest paid women in their field.
No. Okay. No, they're women's basketball players that never won an NCAA championship.
Oh, okay.
So when she was being interviewed for Unrivaled about Caitlin Clark, Breanna Stewart said that Caitlin Clark will never be considered an icon because she never won an NCAA championship.
Like LeBron.
Or
Kobe.
Pete Maravich.
Right. Mahomes.
Her own fucking
Tom Brady.
Her own teammate, Sabrina Ionescu, didn't win a fucking championship, but I would put her up as an icon. Dawn Staley,
Dawn Staley's a stud.
Right.
She was awesome when she played.
Absolutely.
Stud.
She was.
Studs.
You can use the term stud in the WNBA. Let's just be honest.
But I mean, it befuddles me that these women can't support each other. Like,
they're women.
Right.
Women, they'll tear each other down.
Yeah.
There's a whole Bill Burr thing about this.
Oh, yeah. Charles Barkley's got the best one.
No.
Men couldn't fuck it up as much as the women have.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just...
They're just so jealous. Yeah. It's just built into them.
And you've got this great league. I mean, this league is pretty good. It's got some quirks in it that need to be ironed out, of course, as a new league and stuff. But, you know, there's a possibility that this league may challenge the WNBA, and you're making fun of, like, someone that could be your face of that league.
Cash cow.
Right, cash cow. I mean, if she's not that big of an icon, then why does your company offer her $1 million to play?
And she didn't do it, huh?
No. You know, so maybe
she played for how many months straight?
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe she's butthurt because she got turned down. You know what I mean? Like,
look at her butt.
Giggity. So, yeah. So it's never going to stop. I don't think so. Because you're going to have this next wave of women coming in, and, you know.
Can you, when you start seeing this, and these are very accomplished women in their field, does it make you think, like, if we had a woman president, she'd be like, oh, fucking kill that bitch?
Can you imagine AOC if a woman president?
That's what I mean.
I'm not going.
And don't get me wrong, these guys are all probably just as bad.
Wait,
but
I'm sorry. I was supposed to be way up here, not here.
It's so... Timmy. All right, we're banned again. How much money do we get to
Now
buy?
we're 27 in San Pablo.
Pablo.
Hey, all they're doing is looking for a cat fight, right?
Yeah, I just
What
don't.
was that? Where there's?
Yeah, I don't get
I
it.
just think the women were going to fight was like
I
a
do.
show on TV.
Dynasty?
No,
Falcon Crest.
Celebrity.
Friends.
Oh, speaking of those movies, that H.L. Hunt guy too, the one I was telling you,
Yeah.
he was the idea behind J.R. Ewing.
Nice.
Was he really?
Yeah, I
I
forgot
he
to
was
put
big
that one in there.
oil.
That's a good one.
They were the original Dallas. They were the Dallas. They were the Dallas Texans.
Yep.
for the NFL.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then Hank Schramm,
No, the Hunts moved to Kansas City. 'Cause
Yeah.
Kansas City's like, hey, we'll build you at stadium.
Yeah.
And that was the last time they built anything
Yeah.
for
But then
him.
Hank Schramm, didn't he start the Cowboys then?
I think maybe.
No, he stayed
That
with
sounds
the.
about
He
right.
stayed with the.
Not Hank. No.
Hank Stram stayed with the Chiefs.
No. The owner. What was the name of the Cowboys? It was.
not so it was Landry and.
It was the owner. He
yeah,
was
it
an
was the
oil man
owner.
too.
Tex something.
Tex Schramm.
Tex Schramm.
Yeah, there
Tex
you
Schramm.
go.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, he was the only that hired Landry. Landry, young Landry.
Overrated coach just because he had a cool hat.
That's fine.
Another good quarterback, Roger the Dodger. Navy
guy.
Overrated.
Oh,
had
he
a
never
great
won a
defense.
championship in college.
Yeah.
He's not an icon. And
He never won a college
you know,
championship.
You know where he made all his money? He wasn't in football.
I do know, and I can't remember.
Car dealerships.
Yes.
Yeah. Fran Tarkington might be the Josh Allen of their time.
Yeah. Running around, scoring touchdowns, whipping the ball everywhere.
First scrambling quarterback, pretty much, too, right?
Yeah,
Because he
kind of.
had to.
Yeah. Had to play outside of Minnesota, too. Look, that fucking guy. I feel bad for him.
Metropolitan Stadium.
It's colder than hell out
That's
there.
why he was
You think
running.
It's cold here.
He was afraid to fall on
He's
that
trying
ice.
to keep warm.
He'd stay off the ice.
Closing thoughts, Ed? Or,
Yeah, I'll do. Willie was talking about those old shows before, and I was watching Leave It to Beaver on Roku. I always watch that, that it streams. And I was watching season 3, and this guy Andy just stops by to ask for work. He's been down on his luck. This guy, a little, chubby guy, shows up, and so he goes, I can paint your house trim, Ward, and Ward accepts because, he's known Andy as an old friend, and they've known each other for years. So Andy's painting the house, and he asked Beaver to go raid the liquor cabinet for some brandy. And then he gets drunk and falls off the ladder. You can make fun of that show all you want.
Who gets sued?
But, man, they know painters. I'm telling you. Somebody was a painter on that show because that's exactly how it is for house painters.
You
right
like
there.
You like brandy?
I love brandy. So I almost fell off the couch watching it. I'm like, you got to be shitting me. Of course the painter's a drunk.
Mom, get my brandy!
He's got Beaver raiding the liquor cabinet. Beaver doesn't know what's going on.
You said Beaver twice in a row. I love it.
Giggity.
Oh. Yeah, that was funny.
Anything else?
I got more Leave It to Beaver stories.
I saw a meme of that, and they had
saw the same
go
one.
ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
So you
might not be the same one. I got it. That's funnier.
got June and Ward and Wally, and they got a picture of Beaver with his head shaved, and said that's not what we meant.
Dad's like, that's not what I meant.
Like Family Guy with Glenn's like, hey, when you talk about trimming your carpet, that's not what I thought you meant. Thanks, Glenn.
Anything else?
Talk about vibes.
Got another Beaver story? You're good.
Pretty good. I did see this though. My wife tells me there's this big test, like in school. It's called the Woodcock Johnson. I shit you not. That's the name of an album. Woodcock
Be
Johnson.
Indian Trail.
Woodcock Johnson. I was like, you made that up.
It's the name of an album?
No, of a test for school, like a type of like to
What's a test?
A Woody Dick?
I don't know.
Well, you should ask what.
I think it's.
You need to ask more questions for context.
I just took it for its face value. Woodcock Johnson. I was like, great name.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Were
the
you like-
Basement Benchwarmers present Woodcock Johnson.
That's a great. That's an album name.
That was great.
It's gonna be my 5th album.
Is that the name of your next sock?
No, it'd be the opposite of that. It'd be Taco Supreme or something.
I bet you some vibes in that sock, isn't there?
Timmy. It's getting embarrassing. It's personal.
Why does your sock have lipstick and eyes on them?
A little googly eyes.
Lipstick and eyes.
But it's everything I didn't see.
Why does it? I don't know.
Don't I owe Wilson a punch for New Year's Eve?
A punch? Why?
For the fucking screamer that he put in your...
Oh, yeah. I found... Yeah, because he heard it all night.
What? Oh, yeah. I'd punch him right in the ditty hole.
Where is it? I would take it to work and put it in.
Dude, I'm fucking on the couch.
Is that your... Don't be
No,
leaving it here.
no, it's yours.
How'd you get the cube?
It was sitting over there.
Oh.
I meant to ask about it.
Fucking on the couch at like, I don't know, whatever
All
time.
night, every like half hour.
Every half an hour. Ah! And I'm like,
the screaming goat.
It's just, yeah. And I'm like, the fuck? And I'm like, oh, I want to sleep for a little bit. Ah! And I'm like, who? Is someone fucking with me? And like looking around.
Tim's like, I think was Sienna and Johnny screaming and stuff. I go,
what?
No, they're all like lights. I think they weren't up. And I go, and then I came down to do something that day. I'm like, what the fuck? I go,
those.
And
girls...
I heard it the night of, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I remember seeing Willie look like a fucking cat who ate the canary. I got him. I was like, this motherfucker.
Well, I did.
Yeah, not me, Tim. Because I was down here. I heard, I'm like, what the fuck? I go, this motherfucker. So I'm looking around. Then of course I'm walking around. I just stopped in the basement. I'm like, okay, there it is. I had to go off again.
I had no idea. It was awesome.
So that's all your closing thoughts said?
I forget what I said. I was talking about Leave It a Beaver.
No, you were talking about Woodcock Johnson.
Oh, yeah, Woodcock Johnson. That was funny as shit.
And then her sock with googly eyes.
Oh, yeah.
Eyes.
Yeah, I'm good.
You're good?
Yeah. It's a good ending.
So I think I told you guys I started watching a new show called The Pit.
Oh
yeah.
With Noah Wiley. It's on Max. It's pretty good. It's I think it's one season all. It's 12 episodes, and I think what it is, it's an hour of the ER in this ER he's working at every episode. So 7 to 8 is the first episode, 8 to 9 in the morning, 10 to 9 to 10.
24.
Yeah. It's pretty good so far. It's pretty interesting, and I don't know if it's gonna be another, because the guy that was the doctor when he came in is another actor. It's him if you saw him. So I don't know if they're gonna have 2 seasons where it'll be his shift then overnight. I don't know. Maybe they're gonna do 2, but it was pretty interesting. So I say if you get a chance to watch it, check it out. I had another show written on here, but I can't remember.
I watched American Primeval.
I didn't watch it. No, it's good. You told me about it, right?
Yeah. Somebody I knew watched it and said it was pretty good. It was just nonstop action in this, Western thriller type thing, and it was actually not bad. It's pretty good.
Okay. Yeah, you said about checking it out. Did Shauna watch it or no?
She started to, and
She didn't
then
like it?
she fell asleep.
That happens. So Woodcock Johnson then.
Woodcock Johnson. Hey.
Most women don't like history anyway, so.
Sorry. Oh, but they want to tell you about it.
Remember that one time?
One time at band camp?
Remember that time you passed out in the ears and fucking screaming all night? That wasn't me!
I don't know any of these people.
One time you didn't win a national championship?
Hey, remember when you cheated to win the national championship?
Yeah. So, that's it for tonight, guys. Good show.
That was a great show.
Are the Basement Benchwarmers podcast. And for Tim, Ed, and Willie, I am Scott. And we will talk to you next week and get our Super Bowl picks to you.
I hate goodbyes.
Picks.
Sorry, folks. Park's closed.
What happened? I blacked out.
Because we did something today that no one thought we could do, including us. So we're going out, we're celebrating, and we're going to rub it in this city's face.
I swear I've seen a lot of stuff in my life.
And the
but that was awesome. Bye, Felicia.
Kids, there's Big Ben and there's Parliament.
I'd give them more buys than highs.
Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end.
for listening to the Basement Benchwarmers podcast. Check us out on Facebook at Basement Benchwarmers, also on Instagram at Basement Benchwarmers, and on Twitter at Base Benchwarmers. And our email is basementbenchwarmers@gmail.com.